Yeah.
Paige, we're continuing on a story from last time, right? Like, we got halfway through a scenario, the Marcy case, as Oz put it. Why don't you tell everybody give everybody a quick rundown of what's going on with this case and where are we?
Great. I don't know the actual time that we're in. I think we're in like 1980,
It's the 90s, I believe.
Yeah, this
92.
is the 90s. 92.
1992, yeah.
We're in 1992.
The year of crisscross. Gonna make you say jump. All right,
We were definitely not singing that last time off camera, I think.
We should not go down this rabbit hole again. Keep going, Paige.
The 4 agents, who are personas of us, traveled back into 1992. And we barely got any information, but basically our master agent dude, Bob, not related to Bobby, told us,
or
basically, we had to find this girl named Marcy Culligan, thank you. Marcy Culligan, and keep her safe at all costs, no matter what. So, as we entered this area, we were given one word that we were going to go up against something, and that was infected. And all of us immediately started thinking that it was zombies. It is! It's Zambos! So immediately, as the agents landed and teleported into the world of 1992, good year, I wasn't born, but you know, we were kind of taken off guard and yet excited at the same time. And so we decided to do what we normally do in every video game ever and just blaze through everything. Guns blazing. The thing is, though, if you use any firearms, you alert the horde. And that's bad.
Yes, as is with any zombie game. But we went through one time, we figured some stuff out, got the lay of the land, but the way Time Stories works is we're time agents protecting the time ways, and if you don't solve the problem fast enough, because they throw you right in the middle of it, if you don't solve it fast enough, then the thing you were supposed to either prevent or cause to happen passes, and they pull you back out. Bob yells at you and then sends you back in and says, "Try again, you idiots."
Yep, pretty much. You have 30 time slots, at least we do, to do this case. And if that seems like a lot, it's not.
Right.
There are many activities and events that cost like 2 to 3 and more time to complete them. I believe we actually came across one that took up to 4 time. I don't know where that is. I don't remember where that was, but it was there.
Yep, and we've already been sent back. This is going to be our second run through of this scenario. Paige took some great notes for us, so we're hopefully not completely lost. But before we get started, because I say we jump right into it, because sometimes we love to role play, and that makes everything take forever. But we don't care, because we have too much fun doing
That's
it.
the point of this show.
Right, exactly.
The whole point, yeah.
But to compensate for that, we should go ahead and get started as quick as possible. But before we do that, Oz, we need you to let everybody know how they can do the special thing we like to do on here on Once Upon a Tabletop, which is interact with us by getting to spin the wheel and become the stream boss. So,
of course, the stream boss. Anytime that you help the channel in any way, subscribe, donate, cheer, or follow, HP will be deducted from the stream boss, and when the stream boss hits 0, your name is in lights, and we spin the Once Upon a Wheel. And the Once Upon a Wheel has all kinds of things for you to choose after we spin it, and you get to make a decision that will mess with our game in some way.
Yeah, some of them are little things like just giving us extra dice on a roll, or even removing dice from a roll, or damaging or healing us. But some of them are really fun things like forcing us to monologue, or having 2 of us, have a dramatic scene together. Those are really fun ones. But the only way you get them is by becoming the stream boss and causing us to spin the wheel.
Well, the one thing that I completely kind of misled, our agents aren't our agents in this time period. We take over the minds of 4 individuals. And pretty much the way I like to think of it is we're your conscience. We're that little voice in the back of your mind telling you to eat that last piece of cake because you deserve it. But
you do deserve it.
that person also has their own conscience, and that's at least how I run my character, because it makes sense to me.
Right.
But yeah, we're not actually us. We're playing as
Right. We are jumped
completely
into what
individuals.
they call in this game, in the Time Agency, receptacles, which is very
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are the voices that tell them to eat cake because, dear God, otherwise everything will die.
Yeah.
This cake is essential.
All right, so you guys want to get started? We're back in the Time Agency.
Yes.
Let's do this.
All right. All right.
All right.
I shake my head, having been pulled back into the Time Agency, and I say, "Well, that went well. Did Bob already yell at us, or are we about to get yelled at?"
He did. Yep. We already got yelled at.
Okay.
No.
Just
We need
waiting
to,
for him to getting through it, waiting for him to plug me back in because I'm ready to go.
Didn't we find out last time for this one we get to decide that we can enter the city anywhere? We don't have to go to the entrance this time?
Mhm.
And
Correct.
Paige's suggestion was that we start at the forest. I concur. We want to pick up the axe, but we don't want to pick up the infected lady there yet.
That means I think we can't go in the cabin, which means we'll miss out on one of the items, which is, I think, one of the tapes.
We'll have to double back there, I think, won't we?
Yeah.
Maybe to pick her up in case she's
Yeah.
Marcy.
Yeah. There's also an infected woman in the hotel, which is like an automatic. Like, if we enter the hotel, we have to go to her, because if we don't, that Zambo beast thing that has her will just kill her and just go on his daily business.
Yeah.
We also know. Ooh, hold on. Sorry, my voice is still hoarse from being a bodyguard. Yeah, the hotel, wasn't there like a big metal door in it that we have to also
Yeah, we needed a key.
get access to?
Which I think we get that key at the police station. That's where we get the key on the desk. Yeah.
It's going
Yeah.
to be important for us to investigate the bunker and the hotel as well, neither of which we were actually able to visit in our last trip.
I mean, the river.
Yes,
The
that's
bunker
what I
in the
mean. Yeah, bunker in the river.
bunker.
I think the high school we can mostly avoid because that was, nice stuff we could get, but I don't think we needed any of it.
Mm-hmm.
There is one place that we didn't look in the high school, but I don't think it was important. But I don't know, it could have been. There could have been something there. There is also somebody there that we can hire if we have 3 medkits.
And there was lots of good stuff in the cop shop, but I don't remember if it was mission critical.
Well,
Either way, forest it is.
forest it
Tell
is.
Laura that that's where we're gonna get dropped off in.
All right, Bob. Or Laura, you said?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's the
Robot lady who cuts out all the time.
Let's do this.
She's not really a robot. She's just always on a speaker.
No, I am a robot.
Oh, you were listening.
Yes.
way to be racist.
Agents, please load yourselves into the receptacles.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're waiting for you to do that, Laura. Can you flip the switch or whatever?
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Alright, so we want to go to the forest.
Yes.
Oh god, I'm having flashbacks.
Oh, I'm so old.
Deja vu.
Oh, man.
Wasn't there something
I do
bad
enjoy
out
having
here?
puzzles, though.
All right.
Okay, avoid the cabin. There's a axe around here somewhere, right?
I believe it's in this Zambo. I don't know if that Zambo comes alive or not, but I'm gonna take the path.
I don't think so.
Wasn't there a
I
lady in
know
the cabin?
not to go. Yeah, we don't want her yet.
Oh.
We're trying to avoid her because
She'll die before we can save her.
Oh, I see. Well, then I'll go with Paulson. Oh, it takes so much getting used to all the time. Every time we jump into these things, it feels so familiar and strange.
It's almost nostalgic.
This body just hurts all over, especially the back.
It's kind of like a weird deja vu.
All right. So over here, I see we've got Paulson and Will Henry together. All right. The corpse is that of a man dressed in a white lab coat, and axe is stuck in his chest, and he holds something in his hand. Take items 6 and 9. Over here.
Yep.
From here, you can go deeper into the forest via 3 different paths. To reach any of the cards marked with the minus spaces, you have to first go through Forest D. And I remember that middle card being the bad one.
Yep. There's nothing for us in the middle one.
Who's moving me? I guess I'll go there.
Well, wait, but this would be a separate time unit. Remember, because basically we can move into the forest if we want, but you guys would our time unit would be spent. You guys move into the forest, or rather into the blocked off cards, and we move into the forest.
Right, because we're not performing an action here, so our action, quote unquote, can be to move to another location, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Right, and the only place we can move right now is the forest.
But we can move to these other places, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. Just not the middle one.
Something in the back of your mind seems to...
I remember it.
I don't. Brian Walters doesn't remember anything, apparently.
Fiona pulls out her notes.
The items that we found, by the way, an axe and a rusted key.
How do we... Oh, alt. Okay. Yes.
The axe.
Should I take the axe? Since I have good...
Melee, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Melee?
Oh, I had a really cool gun at one point. I need a cool gun again.
Yeah, you got the shotgun from the police car, and you got a minigun from the police station.
Oh, yeah. Will Henry got that minigun. That was pretty sweet.
You can take the key if you want, man.
All right, I'll hang on to it.
All right. Let's do this.
All right. So when do we move our time token?
Well, now we are going to flip these cards.
Okay.
For you guys. So first, for
a few steps into the
Brian
forest, you find the corpse of a woman. Her body's been clawed, and death must have been long in coming. She holds against her heart a framed photo on which a couple appears. Take item 23. That's right. This is this guy. The photo of this guy and his wife. That's item 23 right there. How convenient. Such a happy couple, happy-looking couple, Helen and Roger. And those names ring familiar to me because I believe that we thought Roger might be the guy who might have been suspecting him of being the one who infected people.
We know Roger Walker was under surveillance, yeah.
After a few minutes of walking, you find a crate abandoned by the edge of the path. Take 2 bullets and take 2 medkits.
Nice.
Don't mind if I do.
Nice.
I think that's all the exploring we want to do of the forest at this point.
Yep.
Agreed.
Better move.
Agreed. So our action here then is to do nothing. So that's our time unit. And then we're going to go ahead and roll. Where do we want to move to?
I don't know, but as we walk past the shack, there's a lady in there going...
Quiet.
I think it's
We hear you a
more...
lot.
It's more as we walk past the shack, we hear sobbing because I remember her crying.
Yeah.
I rolled the time thief die, and
All right.
so that's
Ding.
good.
That costs us 27. Where do we want to... Or we're at 27 time units left. Where do we want to go?
I say the police station. Because it's right there. It's right next to us. It's on the way.
And I'll probably get a gun there.
We will get a gun there. We'll also get a key. And plus, in realistic fashion, if our characters were actually near the forest, we would either head to the city entrance and or the police station and not hike all the way across to the hotel or the high school without pass. It's like shopping, you know. It's like, we parked over here, but we could walk over here.
All right, police station.
Let's do it. Boom.
For the police station, as a reminder, beyond the plaque at the entrance that reads Law Enforcement Center, we have a young woman who is apparently out of it, cuffed to a heater. Against the wall, a cabinet that holds a few weapons. On the ground near a desk lie the bodies of 2 police officers. In the back, the door to another room is open a crack, and a few infected are shuffling around in circles within. And behind them on a table, you see a few health kits. And to the right, in front of his computer, you see the body of what seems to be the police chief.
All right, I'm headed to the gun cabinet.
I have the axe. I have the axe.
Say-
Remember, I can bash it without
Sure.
making any noise.
You gonna give me the gun then?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
All right. So, axe. You can open this automatically, and take item 12.
Okay.
I think it's the minigun. I want to say this.
Then in the next thing it says, on the desks near the corpses you find a large number of papers and documents. A file dated January 6th, 1991 catches your eye. It concerns the surveillance of a research laboratory employee whose name has been mostly crossed out by hand. Apparently a biologist named Roger Walker had been the subject of increased surveillance in the area since his hiring by that laboratory, which had been present in the region since 1990. Roger Walker. Roger, I'm showing the stream at the picture. Roger Walker. We think. We know where he is.
Jumper Jim, thanks for the sub.
Hey!
Yes.
And Chummer
That is
Jim is
18
the
months
stream
in a row.
boss.
Aye,
Oh,
nice.
hello, new listener. How are you?
Spin the wheel and make a deal.
Hey, we got a cool or KTTC one.
Cold TC one.
Hey, how's it going? The point is, welcome.
Yeah.
Glad to have
Welcome.
you. We're playing Time Stories.
Very
Let me
excited.
spin the wheel. Chummer Jim deserves a wheel spin because he is the stream boss now. You're just in time to see the wheel spun. Here we go. Ready?
Good sentence, Spot.
Yeah,
Good sentence.
I know it is. Why won't it?
And confirmed it is cool TC.
Nailed it.
Cool TC. Why isn't it? Let me make sure this is working.
Wait. Make sure that this is just one. Don't take the special shields. You want the blanks.
All right, I'm gonna have to spin it the old-fashioned way because my thing isn't working. So give me just a second, and I will spin it while you guys read this next card, or the next cards while I get this set up.
Hold on, we're stacking stuff.
All right. Enter the room, and the 3 infected throw themselves at you.
Oh, there's infected. Them's
Get
infected.
some!
All right, I'm spinning the wheel. Here we go, Chummer Jim.
Oh no.
So the wheel does not want to work is the problem. That's what it is.
Oh, for our new listener, our
The wheel is a
wheel
zombie?
is when somebody knocks down the stream boss, and the wheel is pretty much either fortune or misfortune, which means whoever knocks down the stream boss, they get to take whatever the wheel lands on and give it to one of us. Whether it's monologuing or even losing, like, I think there was one time where we lost health.
There we go.
So on and so on. You get the gist, hopefully.
Thanks, Paige. You're a professional. You won +2 dice to your next roll. Chummer Jim. So what this means is that Chummer Jim, being the stream boss, gets to decide whom among us gets to have +2 dice added to their next roll. So that's a pretty big boon that Chummer Jim gets to give to somebody. So thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's a good
Right,
thing.
so
Can I flip
yeah,
my
for
card?
sure. You have not flipped your card. Go for it.
Flippity flap.
That's right.
The blood
Whom?
leaking from the
Chip
mouth
Palmer.
of the police chief seems to indicate that he died recently, and that he was probably working on his computer when he was killed. His desk is a complete mess. Searching it to try to find something of interest will take you a bit of time. Good thing I'm good at searching.
I remember this
thanks,
one. I searched it last time. Brian Walter says, just throw it on the floor. It's underneath it.
Yeah, you did. I was like searching the computer and you like flipped the desk essentially. Thanks, Trevor Jim. I will definitely use those 2 dice for this roll.
All right. So now we all get to take action. So if we want to roll the dice, that is what you're spending the time unit. John Paulson, so myself and Will Henry, we can choose to move and assist. So,
Yeah, I guess
rather just
I guess Walters is gonna move to help fight zombies.
Zambies.
Because we want to get this done as quick as possible. Or does it make more sense for me to help search since you have melee weapons? You can.
I can search fine. I'm
Yeah,
rolling 6 dice.
I can assist.
All right, I'll be here with my gun just in case, but I'll let you guys fight first.
All right, who's gonna roll first?
Well, I have to fight by myself for 1 turn first, don't I? Or can you
Yep.
join in on the...
No, we can't. Our action was to move, not to roll.
So you,
All right, so I raise my trusty M401A rifle and take my shot.
Fun.
Which was not a very good shot.
No, not at all. So you have 4 plus 5 skulls because you rolled a 5th skull over here. So is your resistance higher than 5? Equal or
Most
higher?
definitely not.
So you lose a life. And the shield, if I remember correctly, means we get a noise token.
Yeah.
I can drop it right there. Cool.
Good job,
Cool.
team. It's only 2 noise.
Ah!
You knew they were
Damn
coming,
it.
but they startled you anyway.
We're coming. And I'm like hoisting this Gatling gun. I'm like, here! And I toss it over to Will. No, not to Will. To Brian Walters.
If Will Henry wants the gun, he can have it. He had it last time, and
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yes.
You can play with it this time if you want.
I don't particularly want it, to be honest. I don't think it.
Don't ask us questions twice. Here. It talks.
Well,
Give it here!
You toss it to Brian, and Brian's just like,
There's
I don't really
there's,
want this.
There's zombies all around, and he's like, I'm not quite sure if I want this.
It clashes with my style.
Can we talk about it for a few minutes while the zombies are here?
No.
Now is not the time.
All right, I guess I will grab it once it's thrust at me.
So now, Fiona Michael, the reporter, you're searching. Roll that search.
am searching. Search and lurchin'. Hold on, I need to put these dice.
Because your
these
search
dice.
is 4, you roll 4 dice.
6.
Well, I have that +2 from Shimmer Jim, which thank you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That wasn't a very good.
Skadoosh.
Wait,
Yeah, but
what
that's
about
like
these 2 dice that are? Yeah, do you just want me to
Doesn't really
re-roll
matter,
those?
you got
Still
enough.
would have gotten enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you search the
item.
desk and find item 13.
For those watching on the stream who might not know, when you roll dice, the little blue explodey bam symbols are successes.
Yes. 13. Here we are.
They're actually called hits, just like in Shadowrun.
Yeah.
And I get the ring of keys.
Are any of you like me and get really, really pedantic when people call hits in Shadowrun successes? I'm like, well, actually, they're called hits. They're not successes.
No, I hate it. I actually don't like calling them hits. I find the fact that you are calling successes hits confusing when you are actually trying to do the action of hitting people.
Right.
The successes is the classic thing, so it works just fine.
You're just, old-fashioned, Bobby. That's all.
No, I'm a
He's newfangled.
I'm a pedant. That's all it is.
You're a grumpy old man. Is that what you're
So
saying?
what did we find? What was item 13? I can't remember.
Ring of keys. Key of rings. Yeah.
Key of rings.
One of the two.
Yeah.
All right.
Funny that they show you this laptop and then have you search the desk, huh? All right. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
fighting.
Oh, there needs to be a keychain ring that is the one ring because it's the one ring to bind them. Get it?
All right, I'm gonna soften these zombies up for you. Maybe I'll even finish them off, but I doubt it.
All right.
Sure, you want to roll more noise? Oh, Jesus! Why did I give you this gun?
All the noise.
I'll at least do 3 from the
Good job.
gun.
I want to take some quick notes.
See you later, Chummer. Chummer Jim.
Yeah, Trevor.
And then everyone killed Brian Walters. Yeah.
I don't know what that looks like.
Oh my God.
What that is. Yeah, I'm gonna take new
Remember, we want to get
Are
to
we already
7
at 5?
noise. No, we're at
Are
4.
we already at 5 minutes? Oh, because I see it's stack here, so we should not have that one. Got it. Okay, and
You did just
if
use
there's
a minigun.
5 or if there's 5 or more noise tokens, that's when we flip the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to hit 7 exactly if we can.
If we have to, we want to hit 7. We don't.
How many
want
successes
to
did you
hit
get?
7.
Just the 3 from the gun.
Ooh.
But
So do
yeah,
you have
I'm down to 1 life.
Well, that's not good.
I like how casually this sheriff zombie is having his face
Yeah, he's just
bitten
like,
off
eh.
by the other guy. I feel like maybe they were kissing, and then suddenly we walked in, and then the sheriff was like, "Huh?"
And the other one's just like, I told you!
Yeah,
Like,
he was
in the back.
nibbling on his lip.
I
and then-
love you.
Zombie love.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hoist my axe.
And
Yeah.
my axe.
My
It's
axe.
gonna be
I
Lord of the
think
Rings
our
references
next,
all night.
I was gonna say,
Right.
our next stream should just be Lord of the Ring references and memes.
Jesus Christ. All right. So I roll 4 dice. If I get 1 success, I get an extra success. Bink.
That's
4 successes.
faux successes.
So this shield is still there, so that means that we're still making a noise. And actually, I guess that counts for Cliff's attack too, right?
I thought you get to pick whichever ones you want to take off.
Yeah, I added it
No, you
from
have to go
mine.
in order.
Okay.
Oh, he does though.
I already added mine. So don't add 2 unless you make
No,
noise.
because the Gatling gun makes 2 noise.
I know. That's why I added 3 when I took my. We were at 2
Oh.
before that.
Okay, gotcha. No, wait. So if you were at 2 before you attacked, and then you added 3, we're at 5,
Yes.
and now my attack just added another noise, so we're at 6 noise.
Okay, there we go. We just need
Oh,
1
jeez.
more.
All right, I'll fire my gun.
Guys!
We just do not give a fuck.
Brian Walters
guess
is
not.
is gonna do it.
I forgot to put zombie music.
The goddamn zombies. We have a girl to find. This case needs to be solved, and we don't have time for zombies. Lock and load.
So let's get more zombies. Yeah, totally.
What is my melee? I actually might hit, might strike, because it's the same. The only benefit I get is if I get 1 hit, I get a bonus hit, but I don't need a bonus hit on this.
Also,
just
it's
need-
important for us to make 1 more noise because if we go
We
out there and
suspect
we're at
it's
6 or less,
important
it's going to be. It was worse on every single one that we ran across. Every single one. The lower number.
Except
was
for
worse.
whatever we end up drawing.
Yeah, we haven't drawn all the cards. We could get something that's like...
But we
I don't
saw lots of them, and every single one of them.
But
Is
Brian,
it-
but Brian Walters is trying to to do this carefully. So he's gonna punch this guy with his gun. He's gonna pistol whip him.
Yeah, there you go.
In the back of his soft skull.
Gross.
You can tell us I told you so when this one's really bad. All right, I got the one hit.
Nice.
Ding. Perfect. All right.
Give me it.
Zombies defeated.
We don't have time for this.
Punches it.
That took just as much time as shooting it, dumbass.
Details.
Less noise. Look outside and I already see the zombies approaching from the street.
Right.
So we need to go. We need to go. Take item 15.
You need to make exactly the right amount of noise. That's what I've been saying this time. You're not listening.
Come on, Henry. Remember your special forces days. Remember back back when we were stationed out in Kuwait.
Ta-da! Health kits.
3 expired health kits. Place 3 health kit tokens on this card. Each token represents an unusable health kit. They don't allow receptacles to recover health, but you can trade them like normal health kits.
That's right. These are the
As
asshole
people
health
would-
kits.
All right. Who's got one of the real ones?
I have plenty.
Will you mind tossing me one of those, please?
Sure.
These health kits are the tricked ya health kits. Ooh, you have
Thank
something we need, do ya? Here you go.
There
Psych!
you go.
It's the 90s, right?
They're
Psych!
just expired. I mean, whatever. They still have gauze. I'm sure that will do something.
Maybe gauze
Right?
expires.
All right.
All
Can
right.
gauze expire?
So we did spend a
Don't waste
time
time.
unit on these rolls. So bing.
Okay.
We gotta get a move
All right.
on. Which place next? I'm thinking the bunker or the river, or maybe
thinking
we
the
can
church.
trade these bum med kits at the high school.
I think the church. We can drop off the picture frame to that man.
That's not
That's
a
right.
bad.
See what he has to say.
That's not a terrible idea. I bet you he would appreciate it.
Well, also Roger Walker's a person of interest.
That's
We
right.
can get some information out of him.
Which is exactly what
All right.
Walters was about to say. We need to.
Sounds like
we need
sounds
to
like a
talk to
good
that
move.
guy. My
Sounds like
police
we're on the
training
same
tells
page.
me.
Hey. Church.
We gotta do the
Yeah,
card, though.
we gotta do the card flippy thing.
Yes.
This is where Cliff gets to tell us all I told you so.
Right?
Okay, I'm gonna roll the time captain die. Let me know when you're ready, Bobby.
I'm ready. Time captain. Oh,
Well,
it's cocked.
That's gonna be a
it's
2
done.
either way, probably. But yeah, you're right. It is cocked.
There is a.
Roll. It's got to be legit.
God
Nope.
damn it!
Listen.
Yeah, we didn't. You know,
It's
we
a
didn't
rule-
have to re-roll it.
It's a rule at my tables at home that it doesn't matter if it's not totally flat. You always re-roll it. That way, there's no
Hey.
bias.
Bobby, I'm not at your home.
You're in my home. I'm in my
I'm
home,
not.
and you're here.
What? Okay, church.
Don't talk to the priest. He's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, so
Yes,
for
he
those
is.
of you
Yeah, we
tuning
got a
in,
pretty-
thank you very much. Radio Free Supplus is the new stream boss. Thanks for the donation, pal.
Hey.
Yes, thank you.
We're gonna, but real quick before I spin that, for those of you who weren't here last time, this priest right here, you'll see in a second, he seems all, nice, like he's a priest, right? And he needs your help. And he takes you into this back room, and then he tries to kill. I think he feeds you to a zombie in there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he basically
Yeah.
says, "Thank God you're here. If you have any med kits, we'd be eternally grateful." And so I gave him med kits because I'm a nice person. And then he basically led me to a back room, pushed me into
Literally
it, locked
pushed
it
you in and
behind
locked the
me,
door.
and said that these creatures were basically a new evolution of God. And,
Yeah, he's a
and they
crazy
were-
man. All right,
Yeah,
we're gonna spin this
so-
wheel.
Yeah, get the hell away from him. What are you doing standing by him?
Oh yeah, I don't want to be by that guy.
Yeah, come to the.
You
yeah, come
won
to the-
heal one life. So Supplus, you get to pick who gets to heal one life in order to either now, if anybody has any damage, or you can give them the ability to heal. I guess.
I'd say redo it because the only choice would be Cliff.
All right.
I'm healed now, actually.
he's
Oh,
healed
then no.
too.
Medkit.
Reroll.
All right, I'll spin again.
And
wish I could spin.
we need to remember that we're not going into the church yet. We have to deal with the noise.
That's right.
Yep.
-1, even better, -1 die to the next roll. So, Supplice, you get to pick who do you want to have one last die on their next roll, making them have a difficult time on whatever challenging task they have next and making them like you a little bit less than they already do. I'm just kidding, of course. But yeah, go ahead and pick anybody while we fight this random encounter.
All right. So, a woman is kneeling in front of candles that illuminate a crucifix, a log in her hands. And as you approach, she turns her face toward you.
Hold on, we're still supposed to do the thing, right?
What thing?
We have made
Oh!
enough noise that we need to do the encounter.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You are correct. Hold on. So we didn't actually make it to the church. We're in the streets.
While you're doing that, Supplice says that it's not going to be me because in our World of Warcraft weekly stream, he's about to beat my gear level and he feels bad for me. So we've been competing back and forth.
We're losing 5 time instead of briefly fighting some zombies.
Yeah, you attract a horde and need to
Because
hide for a moment.
You specifically disregarded the thing that I said would happen.
There's a lot of damage.
No, be quiet. This is my moment. I fucking told you so. You stupid bastard.
All right, listen,
Okay.
listen, pal. You were right, okay? Is that what you want to hear?
Yeah. We're whispered argument while we're waiting for the horde. Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. We should have made the noise. I told you, shoot the zombie, but instead, no. You gotta get all fancy with your pistol whip and show off. You're always showing off, Brian. You're a
John
worthless
Paulson
piece of
stands
shit,
between-
and I should have let you die in the
Paulson
jungle
stands
back
between the
there.
two
Now
of
is
you
not
and
the
put-
time.
Yeah, John Paulson stands
What?
between the two of you and puts his hand on your chest and says, "You need to cool it, buddy."
If you weren't holding
Yeah.
that minigun,
Isn't the time?
Oh yeah? Here,
Literally
take the
a horde.
minigun. Say what you're gonna say. Come on.
damn it, I don't have time for
Minigun.
this. Ugh, I throw it
Yeah,
on the
we
ground.
got lots of time, because we're sitting around here waiting for the zombie horde to pass, because you know who fucking didn't listen, who we should have listened to. Tell me to fucking calm down, you stupid-ass convict. Shut up. I'll talk to you when I need a zombie cut up.
I pull out my pistol, cock it, and seemingly point it at Henry, but fire at one of the zombies that's approaching behind him.
We gotta go, guys. Stop it. Just run into this church. Let's move fast. All right, so Fiona.
Yeah,
Death has
a
been
woman
lurking
is
here for
kneeling in
longer
front of the
than
candles.
people.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, this crazy log lady. You remember her?
Yeah.
Well, some of our
Yeah.
For
newcomers
those
in the
who
chat
haven't
might not
remembered,
remember her. So.
she's crazy. She's a log, and she says
She's kneeling in front of candles that illuminate a crucifix. A log is in her hands, and as you approach, she turns her face towards you.
Death has been lurking here for longer than what people would like to believe. Many years ago, I found this log while wandering in the forest, and it's been talking to me
Oh, yeah.
every day. Its first words were a date, August 1st, 1990. That's when it all began.
And the woman then turns her head back to the crucifix and ignores you.
Somehow that date is meaningful, so
Write it down.
the log knows things.
The log knows things.
My
I'm
log
gonna write
sees
that
all.
date down. August 1st, 1990.
Also, thanks to Radio Free, who gave me the -1 to my next dice thing.
I'm glad you said that so nicely, and the last time someone gave me -2 to my roll, I pretty much told them to fuck off.
All right, next is as you approach, the man grips you firmly by the arm. My wife, Helen Walker. I haven't seen her since the attack on our house. Please, find her. Our house is near the woods. I can't move anymore. Please, do it for me. We'll flip
If you
over the
have
other
item
thing before I give it to her.
Immediately reveal the square. It says immediately.
Well, we're supposed to flip all the cards and read them before we take action, so.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm just gonna hang out near the back of the room and just sulkily survey the area and just grump to myself over in the corner. Just listen to me.
Well, the nurse is like really nice, and she's like, "If you need first aid, settle down here and wait for your turn." Like, and you're just like,
As he's
I've
mumbling.
been waiting all day, lady. Waiting all day. Sick of waiting.
Okay.
Just tend to your stuff.
Sir, you're
I got it
disturbing
covered.
the other patients.
She's a little nervous at the minigun that you're wielding while you yell.
Yeah, well, don't worry. We'll be moving along soon enough.
All right, I guess I can go.
You have to go ahead and
Immediately
John. Yeah, John Paulson looks over to Brian Walters, and
Yeah.
you're the one that has to break the news, buddy.
Listen, sir, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I found this picture out in the woods near the cabin that you might be talking about.
Oh.
Show him the picture.
Show him
Go ahead and read I'll read his text.
You show him the picture you found on Helen's corpse and explain the situation. The man crumbles.
Those bastards. My name's Roger. I was hired by the laboratory when it opened. We were working on biological tests designed to strengthen the human body. But suddenly, from one day to the next, everything went to hell. Please, go over there and avenge us.
Between sobs, the man gives you details on how to reach the laboratory. Take item 4.
It's item 4.
Item 4. Here we go. We got a map section.
Nice.
Thanks, Roger. You've done your country a service.
Wow. Wow. Is that... I know I'm not in that space, but Fiona just gives Brian a look of like, nice bedside manner. Like,
Listen, I don't know. He's crying. I don't know what to do with crying people.
I just ignore.
Just
Easier
ignore
that way. They'll get over it. They always get over it. If it ends up with a bullet in their brain.
Here, do you
All
need,
right,
do you
where
need
are we
an
going to
expired med kit?
Where do we want to go to next? We now have opened up the potential laboratory location. We still have that bunker, the river.
Well,
I'd
Brian-
make a suggestion, but I'd spare you the trouble of ignoring it.
All right, listen, Henry. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean for it to go that way. You were right. I already said that. You know how I get. I was trying to impress the reporter over there. You know I get weak around the women.
well,
come on,
Fiona's
man.
like taking notes and like looking at her notepad and...
We don't have time for that.
For this.
I know we don't.
We
That's
really
what I'm
don't.
saying. You're right. So you tell us, where should we go?
Well,
I'm strangely compelled to move quickly. Very quickly. Like, I have a thing to do.
Like, I have someone to find.
I say we hit up the laboratory. That's our best chance of finding a cure in case you run into any infected.
That's what my gut's telling me too.
Can I make a suggestion before
That we better do something else. Yeah, what's your suggestion?
No, you vile temptress. You're the one who came between us before.
I'm not swayed by your bewitching good looks. Like, can we
What are
stop
you
up
all
to the
talking
entrance?
Pull yourself together, man.
What do you?
We should
What is that,
stop up
Fiona?
to the entrance.
The
I haven't-
entrance?
Yeah,
There is a gun in the trunk. I remember that.
exactly. And plus, since we don't have to pick up the convict. But if we decide to go to the laboratory and pick him up and there is something there, we could just shove him in there like a meat shield.
Yeah, because we do not have to feel bad about that, because he was an a-hole.
Yeah, he is an a-hole.
Yeah.
That's
I
all
don't-
that's-
We lost a bunch of time
I don't think there's anything in the city entrance area that we actually need, though.
Other than guns.
Well, that's a
weapons,
fair
medkits,
point.
and
I
keys?
think guns are important, but Agent Oz, this is Agent Bobby's clear head is coming through and saying, Agent Oz makes a really good point that we're kind of a little bit strapped for time on this one. I think it might benefit us to go to the laboratory right now just to see what's there. We might not have the time to hit all these locations.
That's fine.
These receptacles fighting each other are driving me fucking insane.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
Oh, it gets so emotional.
okay, let's go. Oh, here it comes.
Meanwhile, I'm just telling my receptacle, like, you're doing very well at taking the notes, and she's just happily like,
She's like, look at these great notes.
yeah.
All right, off
I
to
don't
the
know where I
lab.
wrote this one, but
All right,
We're headed
rolling
to
the time,
lab.
Captain Die. Let me know when.
Hit it.
Hit it.
fuck it up.
You're gonna have to move the
Let's go.
die.
Ah,
You gotta
okay,
move it.
Okay, here we go. Ah,
2.
That wasn't really a roll, but I'll take it. It just kind of spun in place.
Well, I mean, that's more rolly.
There we
too.
okay, too.
That's more legit. Okay. Laboratory. There's a brand new
Oh, God.
location
Paige has
for us,
already
guys.
decided she's taking the first spot.
You head to the
Oh
forest
no, I was
bordering the
moving us
city.
towards.
All right,
Sorry.
all right, I'm listening.
You head to the forest bordering the city, and thanks to Roger's directions, you manage to locate, well hidden from sight, an unmarked concrete building. You cross the devastated entry hall, and then your steps lead you to a large room over which hangs a sign reading Experimentation Laboratory, Biohazard. In the room's entrance, 2 infected are attacking a member of the laboratory's staff who, by some miracle, still seems healthy. Work tables hold a mountain of material and papers, strengthening your impressions of this place's disarray. You notice an old tape player left on a table.
Tape player. See you.
Ooh, and look, there are so many error windows open on that PC.
Can we wait? Pause. Can
Yeah.
we appreciate? All right. Can we appreciate 1 second? The second card for location 7 has a fucking umbrella above it.
Yeah.
Can we appreciate that Easter egg?
I would have pointed it out if you hadn't beat me to it.
Oh, look. The agent who is followed by the convict must go to this space.
Yeah, which we don't have because we didn't stop at the city entrance.
It's probably bad, so I'm happy we avoided it. I think I'm gonna jump in and start gunning down zombies.
Yeah, because that first card has a trash can symbol on it, which means
Yeah.
that if no one does it on the first turn, it is immediately discarded, which means that guy gets eaten, basically.
Should we have our axe-wielding guy who's a little quieter
Oh,
go
yeah.
in there?
Yeah, you
Bodyguard's
should
totally coming in there.
do the axe thing first, probably, and then I'll shoot to clear him up if we have to. I'll be the third attacker or last attack.
Well, I'm gonna
Well,
go
we should
somewhere.
spread out though.
Yeah. I'll grab the tape player.
All right.
Hopefully
Let's
you
go.
can pick it up.
While the undead slowly turn toward you, the man in a lab coat takes refuge under a table. All right, let's go ahead and set those shields up, please.
Looks to me. I'll do it. I
Then
I
for
should
Fiona.
Yes.
Whoa.
Here, the mess is such that a careful search is required to find anything. Well, good thing I came here.
All right, search action. And then for Brian Walters, it's your lucky day. The tape player is still working. If you have tapes, you can listen to them. If you have the red tape, you can listen to it. Spend 1 time and flip over this card. If we have the green tape, we can listen to it. Spend 1 time and flip yellow. You can listen to both tapes if you own them both.
Which we don't. I have notes
We
on
had them
where to
last
find
time.
them, but they require us to encounter 2 wounded people. One's in the cabin and one's on the wounded lady. I think in the either in the hotel or the police station.
Well, the good news is we know where to find the tape player now.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
Where
do
did we
it.
find the tapes again? One was in the cabin.
One was in the cabin and one's on a wounded lady. And I'm guessing, because that's all I have on my notes, I think it's the lady in the police station and or the one in the hotel. because both give us something.
I think it's maybe the hotel and the cabin, actually. Because we've
It
been to
might
the
be.
police station.
There is
Guys, a little busy.
Just ignored it.
Lifting my axe and rushing the zombies.
All right, get to it.
There you go. Hold on, I don't want to roll those. Here we go. And then, wait, I'm just going to set them down so that I can roll them. I just didn't like having all those skulls. 2, and then since I got a success, I got an extra success, so -3.
Nice.
All
Get
right.
rid of all these blank shields. And hack 1, and then I have 5 skulls total between their 3 and the 2 that I rolled, so that I definitely lose a life. And there's also a shield that has an extra life, so I lose 2 life on this.
Automatically.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm getting swarmed! Oh god! Ah!
Hit the deck! You hear the winding up of the Gatling gun.
Oh my God.
Actually realized I rolled 1 fewer die than I was supposed to last time. So hopefully it works a little better now.
I'm sorry.
I roll 3. Come on!
Better.
That's nice.
So that's 5 total then. I just
Oh, yeah.
mow them down. Turn them into zombie giblets. I make
Zip
like
jit.
2 noise.
Nice.
That's what we call back in the day. Back in the 90s, we had a term for this in Doom. I think it was insta-gib.
All right.
See, I grew up with
So-
pwned.
That's more of a 2000s thing. I
Yeah.
think.
All right, we take item 20.
Oh, yeah.
You're searching for item 20. I will start searching the desk.
Yeah.
3. Damn it.
Oh, this is going to be our time unit here.
I have 1 shield left.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go help the reporter. Since there's nothing else to do.
I
Did you get the item from the scuffle?
Oh, no, I thought you were looking for it. Item 20, right?
Yep, let me grab it here then.
Med kits.
Here we go.
Oh, it's a man.
Zach Kleiner, a fearful scientist. He follows you but doesn't fight. Be careful, this character is infected.
Oh.
On the timeline, place a blue on each remaining space that is a multiple of 5.
Well, we know he's not the one we're here to save.
It's definitely not Marcy, yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as the time unit token reaches such space, divide any of the damage between the infected characters of that choice, and as soon as they have 2 of those blues, they die and they're discarded. Health kits have no effect on those characters. Place the indicated token directly on this card. It remains in place for as long as Zach follows you.
But you know what that means. Even though he's not who we're looking for, there's somehow a benefit to having this guy somewhere.
Exactly. Exactly.
We don't know where.
I think, like, we gotta get these locations unlocked. This
Well,
little
for
square.
sure, we just have to go and find
Yeah.
those tapes. So we can go get a tape somewhere and come back, or get both tapes if we can remember where the red and the green one are.
I think we better go to the bunker and then the river.
Yeah, since we're running out of time. Unless we want to... No.
Since
never
this
mind.
guy's infected, we want to find out what he unlocks first.
Fair
Right?
point. And we haven't. I don't think we've seen that before. So we'd want to go to a new location. Have we been to the high school yet?
Yeah. We have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I just didn't
We need to go
remember.
to the bunker
There
or
was
the
Timothy.
river.
Yeah.
All right.
So wait, so we don't want to finish the search here?
Well, of course we
We
want
do.
to. I think we want
Oh,
to finish that. Yeah.
I thought you were still doing that, so... Yeah, go ahead.
All right, that's going to be an extra time unit.
I might as
We're
well
at
move
12
over.
time units remaining. Yeah, we can move, but we can't do anything here.
Yeah, well, if you guys somehow don't get the one shield you need, I guess we can help. But
All right, I'll
Right.
search.
Hey,
Here we
I
go.
did, but
You know,
thank
crazier things have happened.
Roll. Got it.
Nice.
Woohoo!
All right.
Item 19. Someone gonna grab that for me?
I'm on it.
Sure.
Thanks.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah, booby mags. In the
Great.
end, you don't find anything more than a stack of old adult magazines. A number is written on one of them, 347. I thought it was going to be 8008.
6969. All right, place the pink 4 token directly on this card. Both of these remain in place even if you restart this mission.
Nice, we get to keep the titty mags. Oh my god.
I imagine Fiona scouring over all this paperwork, and Brian just walks up and goes, "Hey, look what I found," and she's just like, "Ugh," and walks away.
I feel like Brian Walters would be like overly uncomfortable about it around a woman. Like he'd be like,
Oh, yeah?
I don't know what this. I just found it here.
It's evidence.
I don't even like these. I don't even know what this is. What is this?
Meanwhile, she just kind of gives you a scowl and immediately perks up when she sees the 347. She goes, "I wonder what that means."
I don't know. There was a number on it. I wouldn't know because I didn't even look at it.
Yeah, okay. I think we're done here.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Meanwhile, Zach Kleiner, the fearful scientist, is like, well, where's who next?
Get on your feet, Zach. We're headed to the bunker. You ready for a hiking trip? We're going to the mountains.
Not really, but okay.
Well, you can stay here and die.
No, thank you.
I love how you gave him like an accent.
I think
so we're going
actually
to the
right
bunker?
now is a good time for our first break for the evening. Now that we finished
Yeah.
that scene, we're going to head to the bunker. Bunkers are always exciting and scary places. So, there we go. Let's see. We have the Stay Hydrated bot now, so. I was
Yeah,
reading
Yeah.
that.
super nice.
I didn't.
Yeah, I know, and I realized how I need to be hydrated. I'm out of water.
I've-
It reminded me as
Break,
well.
break.
All right, thanks, Stay Hydrated bot. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to take a quick break, a 5-minute break for the evening. Is that what we do? 5 minutes or 10 minutes? I can't remember.
was
I think it's
10.
5 minutes because we do multiple.
We
breaks.
usually, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a
Usually
quick.
5.
We're gonna take a quick 5-minute break and be right back. So get up, stretch your legs. Most importantly, if you know people who are not here, get them to come and hang out with us. And we're headed to the bunker, and we're gonna push a scientist around. That's always good, wholesome fun. So do that. We have a tradition here on Once Upon a Tabletop where we want to have a new stream boss by the time we get back, so we can spin the wheel first thing when we get back from the break. So see if we can make that happen, and we will be right back. So sit tight, guys. 5 minutes.
I just realized.
Hey everybody, we're back from the break. And guess what? We have a new stream boss, Palmer. How's it going, Palmer?
Hey.
Thank you, pal. Thank you, buddy, old pal. We're gonna spin the wheel because you and the captain made it happen. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's just spin the wheel.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Speaking of which, I forgot to -1 die myself, so chat and players hold me accountable, please. Make sure my next die roll is at a -1.
Yeah, let me see why this sometimes likes to not behave. So let's do this.
So, we're playing Time Stories, the Marcy case. We're in 1992, and we're fighting all kinds of zombies, and the Once Upon a Wheel is being spun.
You won receptacle blanks.
Oh, right.
Oh, so I
Yeah.
remember this one. So this one, what this one means, for all of you people there, is that that you get to choose. Was it Palmer?
Yep.
Palmer, you get to choose one person among us who you get to basically wipe the benefits of that receptacle. The way we kind of like in the story explain this is that there's this connection, right, between the time agents who's been sent back and the receptacle person that they've been fused with, and there's this sort of like back and forth fusion of minds and abilities and whatnot, and there's some technology that makes that happen, and yada yada yada. Well, for some reason, there's when you spin this on the wheel, you pick somebody, and for some reason that person, there's a glitch temporarily that causes for the entirety of the next location that we're in, the person you've chosen, for some reason the connection between the agent and the receptacle has been lost, and it's just the agent with none of the personality, skills, or abilities of the receptacle at all.
This happened last time.
Yep, last time it was me.
Yep.
Which is
And we
fun.
were-
You could do that again, it would make sense, but it would also be fun to see someone else.
Let's have Agent Oz lose the connection.
There we go.
Nice. All right, so as John Paulson is like harumphing his way to the bunker alongside the team, and all of a sudden he just kind of blinks, zones out, and like, oh, I feel really in it right now. Guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's going on?
Hi.
Oh, great. The ex-con's on drugs now. Great time. Couldn't you wait till after the apocalypse to get high?
Paulson, we're headed to the bunker. Can you get a move on?
I don't think that's the possibility. If he was high or any of the drugs happening, we would have seen it and or smelt it.
You smelt it, dealt it.
I don't know how that kind of stuff works. I'm an American.
Yeah, no, I'm yeah, and
More on that sort of stuff around here.
Yeah, no, and I'm a tough cookie.
What were you
Yeah.
in for anyway, huh?
Okay, John.
Maybe it's time for us to find out who we're traveling with.
I don't think that's important.
Yeah, it's not important. She's right. You don't need to know what I was in for.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. We gotta get a move on anyway.
It's
Well,
I got
behind
my
us.
eye on you.
Is that he's helping, and so are you two, even though you're at each other's throats all the time.
Let's get to the bunker.
And I agree. We need to move.
Time's of the essence. Something's telling me that we need to hurry.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, sweet.
Remember that again.
We picked the right choice.
You cross the city to reach a path at the edge of the forest, the very one which, seen through the binoculars at the high school, seemed to lead to the bunker. You travel down this leaf and pine needle covered path, the acrid smell of the city slowly giving way to that of a fresh and invigorating wind. No birdsong can be heard. The local fauna seem to have deserted the area. After a tiresome climb, you reach a cave in the mountainside. Inside, an armored door protects access to a bunker. The door is closed, and you don't see how you could open it.
All right,
this
come
is
on, Doc.
ominous.
Well, that's
Do your
helpful.
thing. It's got the umbrella above it.
The door doesn't have a handle, but looking at it more closely, you see a terminal with 5 buttons drilled into the rock. A code is written on each button. Take the code cards and place them face down in front of you. As a group, without spending any time units, you can choose one card, flip it over, and follow its instructions. You can repeat this operation as often as you want.
One of these codes match our time, by the way. One of the other codes. Yeah, it's April. It's the last one.
And what about the other location that has the 4 square thing in it that's on the infected doctor? Like, is that immediately available to us?
That is available to us, yes.
'Cause I think you should go there because you've got the doc following
All right.
you.
Yeah,
And
that's a very good point. Come on,
And,
Doc.
I can back you up. Unless, Brian, you want to back him up. I think you're better at the smart stuff, and maybe you'll get a chance with Fiona here.
What? Fiona's looking at her notes. She goes, "What? What did I do?"
Nothing.
So I'll move away and give Brian his chance to have some one-on-one time with.
Scientist steps up to the terminal by the door. Well, I've never had a great memory for these things, but I can tell you that codes 45975 and 95974 aren't good.
All right, it's good to know, Doc.
9.
So, Fiona, you told me there were some numbers on that magazine. Maybe you should take a look at them. I am disgusted by those magazines, so I wouldn't want to take a look at it.
Alright. Well, one of these codes actually matches up with one of the dates that we found.
What?
Yeah, one of the April memos, it was 98456.
What?
And that code is exactly on there.
May, though, is 69976, and that's here as well.
And the last numbers that we got on the Gentleman magazines were 347.
347,
I
which
don't
isn't
see
on
any.
either of these, but 347.
Well, I think process of elimination. Maybe we ought to go with the top one.
I see what you're thinking. Like we actually haven't seen that. Like that's the only one that stands out because we haven't seen it, right?
Yeah.
But don't take this as one of those things that I feel strongly at that I'll say I told you so afterwards. If it, because it's I think anyone's guess is as good as.
What were the
I'm gonna
dates
take-
associated with the numbers that we have?
April was 98456. May was 69976.
Both 1990.
So we know it's not the bottom one
2.
for sure. It's either May.
1992.
It's either May, in which case it's this number, or June, in which case it might be the other number. We don't know what it is. So I
we're in
think it's
June. Yeah.
So
I
Well, wait,
like where
I remember
yeah,
something.
I like where
It
Cliff's
was-
head is at. I mean,
No,
Will.
no, there was a memo. There was a memo that was saying that like it changes after every month or something like that. I'm gonna go with April because that just
Ooh.
that sounds appropriate to me. Plus,
Well,
I also have
what
a
do-
memo for it.
What do we know
on my
about the date?
notes.
What do we know about the date right now? Anything?
I think it's after.
if we found a code for May, then we know that April's gone and done.
That's true.
Passed.
So
right?
at the very least, April is probably out, because if we,
So then
I
it
get,
would
I
be
like,
May.
yeah, it
and
could
we
be
know
May.
time-sensitive stuff is happening in June of 1992. So it's probably after May that we need. That's the best I've got.
What is the information that told us that time-sensitive stuff was happening in June? Like what was the
Yeah,
context?
something
of that?
about when what's her name, Marcy.
told us that. I mean,
I don't know. How do I know
it's
this?
June. It's probably June right now. Yeah.
Why don't I know what month it is? It's been a stressful.
Helen and
Summer.
Roger were, what, married in June?
Look on their picture frame.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. They were
Well, that
married
was-
in June 1988.
Yeah, that was several years ago.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find connections, that's all.
Just pointing to June again, I guess. But maybe I'm seeing patterns within patterns. I don't know. Just press some damn button. Don't do the red ones, I suppose. And I think April's the worst of the chances besides that.
I think I agree. April is the
I
worst
think
of the
Fiona's
chances.
smarter than I am, though. So
it's between May and whatever month is associated with 78385, right? Is that where we are?
Thanks for that sub, guy. Thank you.
Yes.
Did we get another subscription?
Yes.
Yes,
Did.
thank you, Cool.
Thanks, cool.
And then I cough.
maybe do we want to do a vote on it or just pick something, or
I
we
think
should probably move on?
to be safe, because we know 2 of these numbers, I think if we all agree that April's kind of a little iffy, we should go with May.
I think we should go with the other one because I think it's after May, and I think it is after May. So
But
I'm
we're
with Brian.
We're
I agree.
assuming that number actually exists for time dates. Whereas
It is-
the other 2, we have no idea if those are time dates either. We're assuming that that's actually, connected with a certain month. It
You're
could
right.
just be a number to throw
But
us
there's
off.
one thing that the Academy taught me, and it's to go with my gut. And my gut tells me it's not May anymore, and that code's going to be useless.
I think I agree, though. I give you full rights to say I told you so and bitch us out afterwards if we're wrong.
Might as well.
But let's see. What do you say, John?
I don't want to make decisions because I've played this scenario.
We better do
All right,
I don't know.
Fiona.
Leave this up to you.
what the dumb guys want to do or what the smart reporter lady wants to do.
I don't know, but we have to spin that wheel apparently.
Oh, all right. Let's put it off for another moment.
Did it on the screen? It doesn't show that it's a new stream boss, but
Oh,
that's why I haven't done it yet.
I don't know. Somebody said that we had to. Never mind. All right. So right now it looks like it's 2v1 because I'm not
So-
weighing in.
Let's do it. 78385.
All right, I'm pushing the button.
The door opens slowly in a long metallic creaking. You can now act the blocked cards normally. Without looking at their backs, take all of the code cards, shuffle them, then replace them back on Codex 4.
So we can just open them now. All the minus ones.
We can go to them now, yeah.
Oh,
So we're going to spend a time unit to move.
all right. Looks like we figured something out. We did something right.
All right.
Hey, Fiona. Thanks for trusting me on this one. It means a lot to me.
Well, yeah, I wasn't quite sure. My notes are a little scrambled anyway.
Hey, if we make it out of this, you wanna get some dinner?
Is really now the time to ask? I mean, we're in the middle of a situation.
I'm just such an optimist, you know.
Hey, Fiona, those were good instincts, even though it wasn't the right call.
Thanks. And
I mean,
I'll make
you
it
could have
up to
been
you.
right just as much as me. Never mind.
If we live, you owe me a good burger, because that sounds amazing right now. And she kind of does this little flirtatious smirk and walks off.
Right, I'm looking at the stream boss because everybody's giving me crap on the stream. Let's see. Palmer Suppless was the stream boss. Yeah, see, Cool says it was full before he subbed, which is why it's now down to 200. So, there. So cool your jets, everyone.
Wow.
All right, everybody.
There's a revolt happening in the chat.
A young woman is lying on a bed. She's conscious but probably drugged. She's saying incomprehensible things and is tied to the wall with a large chain. To free her from her bindings, only a key could help you. If you own key number 9, you can decide to free her. If you do, take item 21.
That's the rusty key.
It's the fucking key I've got. Here. I use it.
Don't
All
worry.
right, so we're freeing her?
Don't worry, ma'am. We're going to help
I
you.
am.
We'll free you in just a moment after we open this refrigerator and read what happens.
As soon as you enter this cold room, a musty smell claws at your nostrils. On the wall is a map of the region. You discover that the local river leads to a military base
course it
hidden in
does.
the hills. In a fridge placed on the table, you find a set of vials. Take item 28. There's also a working radio that you can use to broadcast on 3 different frequencies. If you choose 165.45 hertz, reveal that card. 175.45 hertz is the blue card, and then 188.45 is the yellow card, and you can attempt multiple frequencies.
Oh my god, we have antidote, guys.
From
Also,
now
I
on, no
recognize those
infected
hertz.
gains. Yes! From now on, no infected gets any blue damage when time tokens move over a multiple of 5.
Good thing reporter Fiona took her notes. Because I have the exact hertz on my phone.
What hurts?
The
Hurts, don't
computer. No, the computer. It's the desk. Oz kind of gave it away with his hint. Like, oh, that's strange that the computer has nothing to do with this. And 2, I kind of connected it from our last game, which the lady that we spoke to that was drawing the picture of the Chimera, there were words and numbers on there that hinted towards the end that actually, like, influenced the game. So I took a picture of all the hertz.
All right, cut to the chase.
So basically what I'm saying is that these hertz that we can choose, each one mean a different thing. So 165, 175.45 is a little picture of a helicopter. And that's the only one that's on this computer. The other ones are like 172.45, which is a picture of, like, it looks like a plunger stuck in a hard hat. That it makes any sense. 145.50 is a picture of, like, a hard hat, and 65.98 is a picture of a gun. I think we should radio the helicopter.
Sounds good. I'm gonna spin the wheel to make everybody be quiet.
And actually,
The last wheel spin was Palmer, so.
Yeah. All right. You won flashback. So someone's gonna get a flashback, I guess, is what this is about.
while we're waiting for that, I'm going to read off the card for the woman I unlocked, which is now cured of her infection. The young woman seems drugged and doesn't respond to your questions. She might be Marcy, but how can you be sure? On her wrist is a bracelet that reads, and Will Henry reads it off, subject R14 W13 K23. I don't know what that means. We've got the cure for you.
But you gave her the cure?
Heck yeah, and give it to the doc. Like, basically, we have the antidote for everybody. There's no more.
Nobody dies. So we can collect all of the people if we want.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I thought it was like a one and done. That's why I was like, you used it on her when we don't know it's Marcy? Like,
No, we used it on the doc and her and everyone we run across now. It basically removes the infection quality from the game, basically, for now.
All right.
All right.
So it looks like Fiona or Paige is going to have a flashback, and you're not giving anybody a hard time, Palmer. I'm joking. Definitely, we should have spun the wheel. But looks like that's what's going to happen right now. Is Fiona? You're having a flashback. Yeah.
Right now.
right now. All right, Fiona. As she watches the what is your name? Will? Yeah, as she watches Will give the antidote to these two people, Fiona gets this sudden flashback of one report job that she had to do on before the infection actually happened. And it was when people were getting ill and there were no cures available and doctors weren't speaking. She was doing her best to find information that would give her reports better influence and better, proof that, whatever was happening was happening. Though she couldn't find anything. And she remembers this certain people that were infected, and it was this big sister and this little sister who were both infected, and they had to be separated from their parents because the infection was spreading. And Fiona knew that upon looking at these two, she remembers her family and how she had to leave her family to go to the big city and become a reporter. And seeing these two separate out of sheer force kind of manufactured Fiona's job, wanting her to find the information as soon as possible, and made it more of an inspiration. That's all I've got. That's all I have right now. Do I have to keep going?
Are you okay, Fiona? You seem to be affected by all of this.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just... this situation sucks. I've seen a lot of families torn apart because of this.
It does indeed.
And I'm more worried that it's affecting other places than just here.
Well, we're gonna do our best to stop it. And if we can't help everybody, we can at least help this one girl. So that's what we're
Marcy.
gonna do. We're gonna find Marcy. We're gonna save her.
At any cost.
Well, I hope you're right.
And I think you need to trust your gut. Focus on what's in front of us. You had an idea on which one of those frequencies to dial?
Yeah,
Do you want to try that?
definitely. I think we should go for 175.45.
Makes sense
I
to
think
me.
this will lead us to something.
Let's do it.
All right.
Dial it in.
You tried this frequency, asking for help multiple times. Finally, a voice is weakly heard, cut off by bursts of static.
Skills, helicopter, heard you, great. Call D, fly over, kill, attempt to make fire knowledge.
That was really good.
You were right. Something about that seems familiar. Where did we see the pink square before?
You lost me. I don't remember pink squares.
Or did we? I don't know.
We could have. I honestly don't remember.
Maybe we
We've
did.
seen a lot of places that need a lot of these squares. So,
Where do you think we should go next? Go around and pick up infected people and cure them along the way, or go somewhere we haven't been before?
Well, we need to find Marcy, so...
logically, if this is what I think it is, which is a helicopter, logically this would be a military base or facility that would control this helicopter.
It sounds like they said that they were going to be flying over the city, and we need to attempt to make a signal somehow.
A hotel? That seems like one of the tallest buildings. And we know someone is infected in there.
Do we have the time to do that? I mean, we do, but...
Did we ever
There's
make
also
it into the locked door on the top room of the hotel? Did we ever go in there?
No.
No. We have the key,
No, we
though.
did not.
We could do that, and we could pick up someone along the way. There's also an infected person in the police station.
And the forest. We don't have time to pick them all up.
I think we only have time to rescue one person.
I think we should go to the hotel. Only
agree.
because Marcy was kidnapped. And I don't think anyone would have locked up Marcy in the police station The only one that was another reason is because the only person who was like in danger and being kidnapped was the lady in the hotel, because we had to fight something to get to her, and that just seems like a game mechanic.
All right. Well, I think you've got us convinced, Fiona. Are there any dissenting opinions?
Nope. I'm in.
Let's get to the hotel then.
Yeah, totally. I don't have an opinion.
You're acting so strangely lately, Paulson. Normally you're so confident and tough, and now you seem so weak.
Hey, I'm confident and tough.
and self-doubting and weak and.
Whoa! Tell us how you really feel, Bobby.
Hey, although one thing to note for us, because we finished the Asylum scenario, we have this +3 time units. If we wanna burn it to collect.
I forgot about that, but we can only use it once, right?
Correct.
I want to say that we should wait, because I really don't think we are. I know we feel like it, but I really don't think we're gonna succeed right now.
Here's the thing. If
we have 11 time units left.
I mean, that is a decent amount. You're right.
Yeah. If we're right.
11 minus whatever we roll on the time captain die right now.
Right.
If we're right, and you know we actually rescue Marcy from this zombie in a hotel, and we get to the bunker and we make some sort of signal and the helicopter picks us up and that's the end. Oh, but sorry, I had a burp. Sorry, excuse me. I was drinking chocolate milk. Anyway, but if we fail, we just have to redo this, and we know what to do next time, so we'll have extra time. But that is will be our third attempt, and we won't get like a decent score, and I'm sure Bob will be pissed at us, and we'll probably get a penalty. So
yeah, I think Palmer makes me realize something that I for some reason never thought about, but that the code, the subject numbers on their bracelets are probably a key to figuring out who Marcy is. So
they have wait, hold on. Where is this lady?
Each
they
one
have
of these
stuff on their wrists?
Yeah, each one of these subjects has a bracelet with a different subject number on it.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the hotel.
I think we're fine. I think the code, the extra time units is best saved for when we feel like we are gonna need it right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's got giant killer zombie in here.
Yep. I'm gonna take the elevator because I remember how to do that. So, and I'm not very good at fighting. I do have a lot of ammo though, which I would imagine I would have split during this journey over here. So who needs ammo?
I think we're generally pretty good for now.
Great.
I think we have more ammo than we planned to use.
Are our two fighters gonna stay there, or do all three of us need to take out this zombie?
I think we better team up.
Yeah.
I think we should all three of us try to team up, because right now I think time is our enemy. So
maybe all four of us even.
No, because I remember that the elevator is the best way to go, because taking the stairs is.
You have to make a test to take the
Last time.
stairs. The elevators took a longer time.
right.
Yeah, if we all gang up on this zombie, then that's more time that we need to spend going upstairs to get to these things. So I would agree that 2 of us down here and 2 of us upstairs is probably the best move.
Go for it.
Okay. I'm going with you, Fiona, in case something happens.
I do have a gun, you know.
Do you
All right, so
do you need help knowing how to use that gun? It's the 90s. He's gonna mansplain
that's true. Okay,
using guns.
fine.
I know.
All right, so we're in the hallway. There's a young woman screaming, and in front of her, a creature's about to take a bite out of her. And there's the elevators and the stairways. You guys run, and I charge in with my axe.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, do you want to
Oh, I
go
forgot.
first?
12. You have to knock out 12 on that guy.
I'm all for you going first if you're up for it. You get,
I
you
am-
get the higher
yep.
resistance.
All right. Here we go. Go with my axe.
Nice!
4.
Oh
5.
man!
I get a bonus hit.
That's
So
5.
I get rid of these 2. And 1, 2, 3 shields.
Oh.
So there are 5 skulls total.
Yeah. So
Uh,
you.
you
So
got-
yeah, so I do lose a life.
With your extra successes, you should clear a total of 5 of the 6 white ones after knocking out the 2.
No. What extra
'Cause-
successes?
Because you do +1, right? Oh well, no, you're still
It's
blanked.
succeeds.
No, you're done being blanked because we moved to a new location.
Also, not to
'Cause
be a
you
downer,
rolled
but
6.
if you,
Oh yeah, wait,
Your
that's right. I was
+1.
supposed to have a -1. I was supposed to have a -1. Okay, hold on. This doesn't count. Roll this right. So it's just 3.
Oh. Meh.
Damn it.
It's alright. You still got the hearts out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
at
matters.
least.
I'm gonna raise the minigun and
Palmer,
wind
we
it
did
up.
have a flashback. That whole dramatic thing that Paige just did was Fiona's flashback of remembering how she got into
My job.
becoming a reporter.
It was
I'm using
very
a health
short.
kit
I'm sorry.
so that I can get
used
an extra life.
all my knowledge of improv.
Health kits to recover 2.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Get some.
2 plus 3.
+3 is 5. Yep. So that clears all the rest of the white ones, and then it runs up and nails me, and the minigun goes flying, hits the wall, and busts. Gets all busted up, and that's just as well. I was out of ammo for that thing anyway.
No.
Not the minigun.
And like all of this rage just comes back, and I'm now back in John Paulson's
Oh yeah.
body.
Paulson comes rushing back into your head.
Old man Will sort of stands back up. Come on. At least you're picking on somebody your own size. As I'm sort of trying to take its attention for John to come up behind it and axe in the back.
So
Meanwhile, in the elevator.
yeah, so Brian Walters and Fiona Michael rush into the elevator, and Agent Walters squares up at the elevator door and points his gun and looks back over his shoulders and says, "Push the button! I've got us covered."
Right, and Fiona will start pressing whatever button works.
Click. So now we can move
Alright.
to Hotel C or Hotel D.
Right.
What?
Yeah,
One
and then
of these has
your
a zombo
move
in
action
it.
would be your thing. So go ahead and
I'm gonna
hop
go to
on
the
over.
store because I have the key. I think the middle one is the zombie. One of these is med kits.
Mm,
You have to search for the med kits. You
okay.
get like I think 3 or something like that. You get a lot, but you do have to search for it.
I think it was this one, which was not the zombie.
I hope you're right.
There is
I'm
blood
not
on that door, though.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of how I did it last time, which I think I was just like, oh, I'm gonna take the first one, and I think I took 802, but I could be wrong.
There's blood on the outside of one of the doors,
Yeah.
but the other door looks like it's been battered from the inside.
Yeah,
The
I'm going with.
Zombo that here's the thing though, that I have to argue with that. The zombie that attacks us was hanged because
Yeah.
it drops down. So
Right.
how could it be damaged
Good
from
point.
the inside?
Good point.
All right, going with the broken door.
all right, flip it.
And I think I'm right.
Whew.
Yeah. See, I fucking told you. I fucking knew it.
You logicked us out
Right.
of that one.
If you want to search it, you can get 3 med kits.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
But your action
I have time
this,
to think about
this
it.
time unit. Yeah, this time unit was to move in here.
Yeah.
Fiona, you have keyring
Yes.
13.
I do.
You end up on the hotel's rooftop, which has a helipad.
Oh my God, Cliff, you were right.
If you own the pink
were right.
1 token, we immediately open location 10 without any time captain die roll or street card resolution.
Location 10?
Otherwise, yeah.
Oh, stay hydrated, everybody.
Oh, right. Here, I got
Oh.
my beer here.
So
I've been drinking chocolate milk.
a helicopter just like is probably going to show up.
Yeah.
So there went saving what's her face.
From.
So you do, wait, we don't even have a choice?
Wait. Yeah, I
No,
was
we
gonna say,
immediately open
immediately?
location 10. Yeah.
Okay.
That feels kind of bullshitty.
Well, let's see what happens.
Oh, that feels very bullshitty because
It
it's
is
like
kind of
that,
bullshitty, yeah.
that was locked though. Like I feel like we had to complete that fight anyway.
It's
How are
alright.
they gonna get
We're
the
here.
elevator
To the
was
chopper!
This doesn't make sense.
The chopper's here. We have to run, and we just let that girl get chopped up by zombies. We gotta go. We have won. You raise your eyes to the sky.
If only we
The
could have
morning-
saved her. There was nothing we could do.
The morning clouds have made way for a blue sky whose azure is disturbed only by a brilliant sun.
The minigun
But
got
from
broken.
afar-
There's nothing you can do.
It's true. A small black dot breaks away from this light, and after a few seconds takes the shape of an approaching helicopter. The deep sound of the rotors pulls you away from this moment of contemplation. On the helipad, a horde of infected has surrounded you.
Oh, God.
It's not a good idea to hang around here for too long. Hurry.
Come on, we
Now-
gotta get to the chopper. The Charlies are on us.
Okay, so
Snap
we
out
do
of it,
not
Henry.
have...
Call it an airstrike. The Hueys
We
are
don't have
coming.
so we don't have any of these other state tokens, so we have to do this one.
Oh, good.
They're coming out of the tunnels and everywhere. We've got to evac.
Pull yourself together, Henry! And I slap him across the face.
Incoming! The helicopter reaches your position as a trio of infected leaps at you. You can sacrifice a character who is following you to avoid combat.
Throw the scientist at
Oh,
him.
see, we should have picked up the goddamn dude.
We've got a scientist.
Otherwise, we
mean-
can fight and
No.
then take the gray token.
Walter's 100% would fight, so this is supposed to be Once Upon a Tabletop.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Henry goes, ah! It's another ambush.
Rah! I'll attack first.
Kleiner,
Axe
lady,
him in the...
get back.
Ah,
We'll take
swing
care
my
of
axe,
this.
swing my axe. 3 plus
Sorry, I'm
an
moving.
extra success, so 4.
Nice.
I didn't roll any skulls, did I? So
No. I moved those
I couldn't tell you.
to the.
Well, either way, that's more than I can. So I lose a life. Ah! And just
Oh, you're
going
good.
in there,
You're fine.
swinging my axe, burying him into zombies, and then getting munched on.
Walters pushes the
Scratched.
young woman behind him and says, "Get behind me!" and then starts firing. And all.
You're so gruff. Like,
You're so
I bet you were in a
brave."
band.
Well, as a matter of fact, I forgot that about him.
Yeah.
Actually, I was in a band. He stops. Actually, I was in a band. I played bass for.
Fiona's just like, now is not the time.
We were sort of like a rock, folk fusion.
Rock acapella.
All right, I got 4 because I get an extra hit with the pistols.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's these 2 and 1. Whoops, not all those. 1, 2.
I'm trying to help.
There.
I'm sorry.
Deleted. Delete them. Just delete them.
I'll
I can't.
go. I only have 2 dice.
Do you
to roll anyway.
have? Do you have resistance of 2? Actually, yeah, no, of 2. Yeah, you're good.
Bobby?
Oh yes, I'm sorry.
good.
Yes, I forgot.
good.
Perfect.
I'm good.
Yeah,
That's
that
a lot
didn't
of
look good.
skulls. That's 4
Yeah.
skulls. You definitely lose a life.
Yeah. My
So
gun
what does that
jams.
look like?
Yeah, Fiona takes aim and her gun jams, and that's when just a bunch of Zambos just claw at her. She kind of panics and backs up a bit.
Gotta look out! These Victor Charlies like to strike from ambush, where you least expect it. I know how to put them down, though. I got my M401A issued to me by the U.S. Army. I'm Will Henry, serial number, blah blah, and I start shooting. You take that, you commie bastard!
No,
And
that
I-
dice
and I open
penalty. That dice penalty was for sure why we didn't save that girl, because we had like 5 hits, and then you re-rolled it, and it was only 3, and I don't know. We probably wouldn't have saved her anyway.
And I think that whole mechanic of us immediately going to the roof is pure bullshit. But I'll yell about that at the end of this game.
The zombies were coming, man.
No, it's just there's other things
feel
that cause it. So
Alright, I take out 1 heart, but I also rolled... Or I take out 1 skull, but I also rolled 1 skull, and my resistance is 2, so I think that means I lose a heart.
Yep.
So I step up and I shoot, but another one comes around and bites
There's a
my leg.
total of. I'm sorry. There's a total of how many skulls?
Because
1
you got
after 2 now, between my die roll
And your
the
resistance
one
is
that
2.
I...
Then you're fine.
Oh, I am? Okay.
Yeah.
Whew, alright.
All right.
Take that! There's still more of them! We've almost got them, though!
We have 7 time units left. We're still locked in here, so we can't even move.
I'll pistol whip
as is,
him.
So
Give him the old
It's my
pistol whip,
favorite
Brian.
move. Man,
my
that
God!
was a killer pistol whip. I should have opened with a pistol whip.
all right, take the gray 1 token.
All right. Where is it? Here it is.
All right.
I got it.
So act and move. Well, actually, okay. So because somebody had to act, that was Bobby. So Bobby is still here. We're
Oh.
able to move,
And you
but
can't
we
do
can't
it
flip
until I
this
get there,
until.
right?
Yeah. So that's going to be another time unit.
Yeah, so I pistol whipped him. He's dead, but my pistol and fist are stuck in his skull. I'm working on getting that out right
trying
now.
to yank it out.
Hold on. I'll be there in a second, guys.
Oh my God, more Zambos.
Oh,
Reno
Jesus.
infected attack. While the helicopter seems to have trouble locating you, we can discard the jury-rigged rocket to
Which
immediately
we could have gotten
reveal.
from the high school.
Because, you know,
Yep.
high schools.
To reveal this
Well,
yellow
'cause they were-
card.
They were
Otherwise,
selling
we
them
have to.
for-
Yeah. Otherwise, we have to face the infected. So we do, because we do not have that rocket.
All right. What does the flexing guy mean again?
Combat.
Combat. Yeah, it means that you could use ranged or melee.
Oh, okay.
All right.
He's just showing off his nice guns.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of guns, flexing muscles. Blah! Axe to the. Oh God. Okay. Good. 3.
We might actually
I-
have Marcy with us if we're lucky.
I take
Oh.
more damage. Ah!
Good plan there, soldier! You feed yourself to them so they're too full to eat it. I'm not sure if we got time for that, though. And there's a whole lot more commies popping out of their foxhole. We gotta get on that Huey and get back to Saigon.
Just let him go with it. It's fueling his rage right now.
Yeah, Piano's just looking at him like, okay, whatever. Like,
Oh jeez.
I will shoot because I rolled 2 dice. Yeah,
Better
1.
than last time.
All right, that's 5 skulls
Thanks.
total. So you're losing a life.
I'm down to 1 life then.
One life
Use a
to
health
live.
kit.
Yeah, you spend a health kit to get 2 back, so you got lots of them.
That's fair.
Stabs you. You stab yourself like.
Can I do that right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, any moment.
Auto
Yes.
healing.
I am totally healing.
All right. I guess
All
I'll
right,
shoot.
Brian, soften him up for me.
Here goes.
Maybe you can even finish him.
All right. Well, I did get 2 hits because I get the extra.
All right,
All right.
back you up.
So
by
just the
opening
2
fire.
blank skulls. I mean, the 2 blank shields.
Yeah, I definitely take a damage.
Oh God, we're just getting swarmed! Ah!
Oh, and I just miss, and I get attacked and bit and chewed on.
Good job.
All right. So
Leave me
new
behind!
round.
I'm not gonna make it.
We don't leave anybody behind.
New rounds. All right. So we are at 3 time units remaining. Here we go.
Can I use one of those
Axing my way
medkits?
through.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for
you
it.
guys have?
1, 2.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ. All
Okay,
right,
these-
but
we're not doing good on rolls.
no, but luckily this is only 3 skulls total, and my resistance is 3, so I do not take damage.
Nice.
I'm turning it around. I chop off a zombie's head and make my way towards one of the 3 of you, trying to.
Yeah. Well, Henry's gonna like keep shooting. Rah! I got one of them off, so I'm not taking damage.
Fiona, you want to finish him off?
I already went, didn't I?
This is a
Keep
new
pouring
round.
it
New round.
Sure, I'll shoot him. Huh. Yeah!
Yeah! Good shooting!
Yeah,
Hey.
right between the eyes.
I didn't know they let lady soldiers in the army in combat roles. Good for you!
Yeah, Walters is definitely, even in her success, talking down to her, I'm sure. Like, good job. You did a really good job shooting that gun.
All right, so
I'm
we
sorry.
immediately reveal
I'm the
this
one
card.
that killed things.
The helicopter arrives right after the end of the fight. Your ass was getting burned, guys. Come on, hand us the girl. There's only 1 space left in the
Say it,
helicopter.
don't spray it, officer.
Choose the
Yeah,
girl
really.
you want to send and return the others to the item deck, and then reveal the locked card.
Well, fortunately,
Well, we only have one girl, so
Well, here's the
That
thing.
makes it easy.
Well, here's a question for you. Do we just want to do nothing
What?
for the remaining 3 time units? Like, are we confident that this is the one girl? This is Marcy.
no.
So if we do this,
Is it
are we
or-
done?
And mind you, that's if they're even looking for Marcy for this helicopter. Like, we don't know anything about what these people want.
Yeah.
Wait,
What?
what's the downside to giving it to her and it's not her? Don't we just fail and do it again anyway?
We don't have a
I don't
chance
know.
to pick up another one anyway, so you might as well roll the dice and go with what we. I can't think of any
All right.
reason not to,
I
other
think
than go back somewhere else and then come back, which we don't have the option to do.
here's the thing. If Oz is saying, do we just want to wait? I think we should. Only because
Don't take
because-
my
Well, that's meta knowledge.
yeah,
exactly. And plus,
but-
I just don't remember. I don't remember if this is an auto fail condition or not. That's
yeah,
why I'm like,
it's fair.
I think we might be
think
able
we
to
better-
turn. I think we might be able to turn. I'm not saying it's not her. I don't remember which one it is, but I know that there's a way to figure out who it is. And
I mean, I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying if there's a chance that it's an auto fail, but I feel like if what we do here is role play,
it's true.
then I
Well,
would
what
find
would-
it, I would
what would
find
we
it
do?
hard to justify why Walters would say, just kidding.
I think,
Good
I think
point.
if we, I mean, I think if we were, judging it on roleplay, if the people just say, give us the girl, I feel like Fiona would be like, fucking no! I thought we were gonna leave the city altogether. Like,
True. We should role play this out.
That's
For
a
sure.
good. That's actually a fair point that you make me get my head inside the situation here, right? So let's set
Yeah.
the scene. We're supposed to be rescuing Marcy, who's been kidnapped, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And suddenly these
Well,
guys
our-
come down,
our-
and
our
Walters.
agents are supposed to be. Our
Right.
receptacles are, like, for example, Fiona's just trying to find out information for her case.
John
Right.
Paulson's trying to save Marcy. He was hired by her parents.
So
Okay.
maybe we're about to hand her over, but Walters is like, hold on just a second. This girl's been kidnapped. Why the hell would a bunch of military guys be looking for a kidnapped girl? Something's not adding up here.
What are you talking about? We've got a evac. Get in the chopper.
We might not
I don't
have.
think they're even allowing us to get into the chopper.
Put the lady on first. I mean, if we had to wait for another one, fine. We'll hold it for as long as we can. I salute the soldiers.
I don't think we can.
Listen, if there's another chopper coming, then we can wait for one that has room for all of us. I don't feel comfortable sending this girl with these guys because what are they looking for her for? And if it's Marcy, I don't think these guys would be the ones looking for her.
You saw what happened to the doctor. We can't, she's a non-combatant.
Something just
I say
doesn't.
we wait.
Something just doesn't smell right, Henry.
Well, why would we not put a person on the helicopter?
What do they want? What do they want with her? Is what I want to know.
Me
They're
too.
They're getting her out of here. We called for the
We don't have
helicopter
time
rescue.
to figure this out, do we?
No, we called for the chopper. We fought our way here.
But they're specifically asking us for the girl. They're not asking us to. We've got one spot on this chopper. Somebody's coming with us. They said immediately, hand us the girl.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't everybody get in. It was hand us the girl.
Well, they only have one spot in that helicopter. We might as well give it to the one girl we've rescued.
Right. Why wouldn't we do it?
Maybe they mean Fiona. Fiona, get on the chopper.
You just pushed me.
Well, enough. Fiona, you're one of us, one of the soldiers down in the... Wait. That something doesn't seem right. Where are we?
While you're
I can't
thinking about
think.
where we are, while Henry is getting his bearings, we have Chummer. Is it Chummer Jim? Chummer Jim just became. Is it Chummer? I can't read.
Yep.
Became the stream boss.
Professional.
So thanks there. Let's spin the wheel.
Yeah. The super high tension moment.
Oh, you won existential monologue.
Oh, that's like perfect for
This is kind of the
Yeah,
perfect
right?
moment for that. So, who would you like to have an existential monologue in this serious moment? Now, you can choose whoever you want, but I'm going to say it seems to me that Will Henry is having a crisis of conscience, a crisis of identity. There's all this stuff going on with him. That's who I want to see, but it's all up to you, Chummer Jim. You get to pick. So, and I feel like it is important for us to wait in this moment.
Yeah.
While we wait.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a har comment that you made, Bobby, but that is like a genuine thing. If we were actually fully role-playing this and they flew down and was like, give us the girl,
I think,
Fiona would even be like, why would I go with you? Because she is one of the only girls in the group other than the girl like saved.
A lot of the dialogue is like stiltingly abrupt. I mean, like, when the guy found out his wife was dead, he was like, oh no, hi, my name's Roger. This is the information I have. So I don't think we can really go by that. I think it would be.
I will say
just...
though, they say that choose the girl you want to send and return the others to the item deck. Like we have to pick. Like they're probably just not even going to accept Fiona. Like even if we try and put Fiona on the helicopter, they're gonna be like, that's not the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Will.
It's Will.
All right.
Dramatic monologue.
So Will like drops his rifle. He's grabbing his head. And, like, wait, I can remember now, but no, the pods. Bob, who's Bob? Oh, he's giving the orders and got to save Marcy. 1992. Wait, who am I? I remember I wasn't in Nam. My dad was, and he didn't fight people. He fixed radios, but that's not me. I was. I fought. It took Brian, and I don't understand what's happening, but there's something. I feel like I'm 3, 4, 5 places at once. Something's wrong. Something's breaking apart. It's all fragmenting. We've got to do something, but I don't know what. It's all fraying. The different worlds falling apart and folding back together. It's and he starts like clawing at his face and falls to his knees.
Give us the girl.
I've already expressed, I think, my thoughts on the matter. Walters is investigator skeptical of these guys. He still doesn't know where the girl is. He doesn't know who this girl is, and he's uncomfortable with the forcefulness and the abruptness with which all this happened, and everything he's found out about the military being connected and to this laboratory and all this stuff.
Got to do our duty. Save the girl.
I think Agent Paige is on board with not handing these over, but Fiona in this moment watching Walter break down, or rather Will break down, and the military guy's yelling. Fiona looks at Brian and just gives him the look of like, what do we do? Like
Henry suddenly like clutches his chest out of his left shoulder and just gasps and falls over, apparently unconscious, possibly dead or dying.
Oh God.
There's your existential crisis.
You chummer Jim, you killed Henry.
You did this.
You did this, chummer Jim.
Damn it. Do we just do it?
Fiona, I'm gonna leave it up to you.
What?
I don't trust these guys though.
Why is it up to me? I'm not good at making decisions.
I've been telling you all this time. Follow your gut. What does your gut tell you? Every good reporter's got that feeling deep down inside that tells him what's right and what's wrong. And damn it, you're a good reporter.
That we shouldn't hand her over. It just doesn't feel right.
Then
Ding.
it's decided.
Ding. Ding. And we get teleported back.
Yeah, Brian sits down. Before all that happens, he sits back and he crosses his arms, and while he's doing it, he just gives the guys up there the double birds.
Will Henry gasps about the last few moments of his life laying on the pavement. So let the decision go by and don't turn the girl over. No.
Don't worry, buddy. We did it right. We did good by you.
All right. We get a special mission failed card because we have the yellow token.
Because we are special failures.
Of course.
Bob can be a nice guy at times, but you really shouldn't push him too far.
I love Bob.
Bob looks like he's about to sneeze. Just
I
saying.
might have misunderstood. Optimize your actions. Come on, you're going back. We still have about 2.2 gigawatts.
That's a fun
All right.
Yeah.
Leave in place the items that are marked with the time agency symbol, but reset the rest of the game. And 2 more things. We keep the yellow token, the yellow 1 token, and we can start from the location of our choice.
All right, we're going to figure that out, I think, while we take our second and hopefully last break for the night and see how it goes. So I think we're in a good position to do what we need to do. We know. I really think that the key, we've got to find some sort of code for understanding what these numbers on the bracelets mean. Is the situation we're in right now.
Does anybody want to trade next time? I don't know if I want to go into that old man again. That hurts all the time, and never mind. I can do it. Just I don't want any of you guys to have to go through that either.
You're a good agent, Agent Cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just make sure we get it right this time.
I think we will.
I think so. We gotta do it for Marcy. All right, guys, we're heading off to break, and we will be back in another 5 minutes. So get up, stretch your legs, and see you back in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey everybody, we're back with Once Upon a Tabletop, and we're getting close. We're on our next go-through. Real quick, before we get started, I wanted to, while Oz is getting settled, I wanted to plug something real fast. For those who, many of you might know, because if you're a patron of mine on complex action stuff that I do, you've heard about this, but otherwise you might not have heard that I just started a new podcast. It's not gaming related, it's just a sort of side thing that I'm doing that is me and some guys that I know get together and talk about stuff. And it's just called JBYC, and you should check it out. You can find that, just search JBYC. Finally, iTunes finally got approved the feed, so we're everywhere now on Spotify, iTunes. I guess it's not called iTunes anymore. It's called Apple Podcasts. But you can find it there. Also, I linked it in the chat a little earlier, but I'll do it again. I have a little like sample that you could listen, like 10 or 15 minute sample that you could listen to if you wanted to get an idea of what the show is like. Obviously not right now, but I will put it in there. Don't listen to it right now. We're about to start the show, but here is the thing, or you can just search JBYC on YouTube. We've got a YouTube thing where we have clips on. But it's a fun new thing that I'm doing, so I thought I'd let people know. So anyway,
Shameless plug.
Yeah, check it out. So if nothing else, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's free. You'll see when the episodes get posted, because we post the episodes there, but also the podcast. So if you like podcasts, then subscribe to the podcast as well, and you'll get it every week. So there you go. All right, we're back. Let's go.
All right. So back at Time Agency headquarters. All right. We can choose to go back wherever we want. What have we learned from our last run?
Okay, so we need to find out how to identify these people and figure out which one of these people is Marcy. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We don't yet know if we even have the information for everyone. Where do we think we can find that information?
The 2 locations that we haven't gone to yet.
2 locations?
I think there's only one location we haven't gone to, and that's the river.
Have we gone to the bunker?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where we got the... That's where you called in the helicopter that we chose not to hand the person over to once we actually went to the hotel and got there for the evac and fought our way to the helicopter.
I think...
And then didn't save the person with the helicopter.
Okay, tell me how you're doing that, Cliff. I think the river leads to a military base. And I think we should go start at the river. Because it's going to take us more time to get out of the river anyway.
Yeah.
It's red.
That's true. I mean, if we haven't been there yet, and it's a place that's going to take us longer to get out of, it's possibly... But didn't it explicitly say that the river leads to the military base?
Yes.
I feel
maybe
like...
it's just a time sink.
I feel like... So I guess it could be a time sink, but I feel like if we're to think about it, like a reason that it might take longer to get out of also could be because it's kind of like you're maybe supposed to go there last when you're ready, you know? Like it's kind of discouraging you from trying to leave.
Even though we just kind of almost saw the ending on the hotel?
I'm still not convinced that that's the ending. I'm still not convinced that we should ever give Marcy to the military.
Well, why don't we go? Because, okay. Let's think about this. The only thing that I can think of is to start off at the lab, get the antidote. That way, when we're picking up people along the way,
that's a great idea.
So we can grab the tapes and hear the tapes.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
yes, because I do think the tapes are going to be key to this. We haven't listened to any of them yet.
They also open up more of the squares where our yellow square is, because that seems very important right now.
So what if we hit the forest first and then actually pick up the woman there along with the tape, and then we'll go to the laboratory where we get the cure, right? Or is the cure in the bunker?
The cure's in the lab.
Is the cure even popular yet? In the 90s?
What do you mean?
Sorry, that was
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Get out.
Dead.
You're fired. I don't care.
So
gotcha.
I think if we move quickly, we can basically collect the doctor then and
Yeah.
get the cure and do some stuff.
Well, we would be, if we want to do it that way to pick up people along the way, then we should also get the green tape, which is on the wounded lady at the police station. So I think it's on her. So I think the forest is a good idea because that way we could just grab the fire axe, go to the police station, and then go to the laboratories. Or do you just want to go to the forest and then the laboratories?
Forest, cop shop, laboratory. We'll have to be quick so the infected person doesn't die on us.
Yep.
But I think we can do. And I
we'll
think
Yeah,
we
we
can
can-
skip going down the. I think we can skip going down the road. We don't need to find the picture to give to the walker because we already had the information he gave us.
Right.
I don't think we really need the med kits. And we certainly don't need to fight the extra zombie.
Yeah.
I think
I'm gonna
yeah,
stand behind Forest Police Station Laboratory as our initial route.
Yeah,
All
me
right.
too.
Let's do it.
Oh, not again. Oh,
Initiating receptacle transfer in 3, 2, 1.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Oh, I just imagine Bill and Ted's excellent adventure. The sound effects.
Like
I
we're flying
do-
through a phone booth.
Yeah, I do think we should grab the medkits and stuff if that doesn't take time. Because that's just
because
useful.
you have to go through the forest first, and then move to the location.
yeah, I think we skip it. I don't think we need the med kits.
I
Yeah.
think we do. From the last fight that we just had,
Those medkits are fake
two
anyway.
of us could have been dead.
Aren't
No,
those
the
medkits-
fake ones are in the cop shop.
Oh,
We
okay.
definitely
Yeah.
don't need those. All right, if you want to take the time, let's do it then. But make sure we
While you
grab
guys are
the
doing
girl.
that, I'm grabbing the girl. Brian
it
Walters
doesn't
definitely
matter.
has a hero complex, so
So does John Paulson. He needs to find Marcy,
yeah.
whoever it
okay,
is.
then- Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to move you. I'll go down the forest path then.
All right.
Wait, wasn't there something else over? I know there was med kits. What was
What's
over
the
here?
Picture frame.
Oh, the picture. No, wasn't the picture this person? Who is
Nope.
this?
Yes, that was
The
No.
guy with the axe
Clear axe
and
is there.
key.
Oh,
Oh,
the
yeah,
axe.
yeah,
Yeah.
I got it. Don't worry. I'll pass you the axe
Perfect.
when
Good
I'm done.
call. Good call. Good call. Okay. All right. The shelter's in good condition, clean and tidy. A young woman sits on a bucket with her back against the wall. She's crying slowly and raises her head as you arrive. Take item 8, and then we can also search the shelter to get items 10 and 11.
okay. Depending on we might as well search because it's gonna
Yes.
take a turn to at least
You
a turn
have
to get
to-
the medkits.
You have to search anyway. Because I think that's how we get the tape.
Actually, the axe goes to you right now because you're the one that found it.
Yeah, but I'm going to give it to you anyway, so.
Yeah, but we have to meet up to do it. I don't have the axe yet.
OMG.
I don't-
Item 8.
All right, so item 8.
Yeah, that's her, I think. While you're doing that, I will search.
I can't search. I don't have the ability to search.
Really? Wow.
I don't
Nice.
have a
Oops,
search stat.
Wait, hold on. There we go.
I got 2.
Someone,
Alright.
someone take the girl.
Me.
Sorry.
Take the girl, la la, ba na 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 na.
Wait, did you get 2, you said?
Yeah. So we need
Great.
2
All right, so I found subject B52.
Write it down.
lobster.
Rock.
Oh, in the
lava.
Love Shack, right? It's a shack.
Shack. Baby love
Is that an 80s song reference?
I don't
It's
know.
terrible if it is.
I don't think Love Shack came out in the 90s.
No, and it was.
All right, so that was our first time unit.
Alright, I'm moving down here.
yeah, we did our search, and then Cliff, if you want, you can move, or just do nothing.
I'm just gonna do nothing. Well, no, I can help search next time if it's
Oh,
needed,
good point.
so
Yeah.
I might as well move
Yeah.
over.
And while you're here, I can take your axe. Give me the axe.
Take
you
my
go.
axe.
Whoa, deja vu.
All right. So are we searching again? Is that what's happening?
Well,
Yeah.
I moved, but I can't search this round. But you two can search.
I can't. I don't have the ability to search, so this is all
Got
on
it.
Brian Walters.
And at this is also the turn when the case is being opened.
Okay. All right, so we still have one left to go. 28 time units remain.
So let's search till we. I know the tape's in here somewhere. Where was it?
I'll make my way
This
over.
girl that we rescued is like, what? What's happening?
The tape. Where's the tapes?
She doesn't
Just
respond to
imagine,
your questions.
walking in and you're like interrogating this girl.
Yeah, but they all say that they're drugged and don't respond to your questions, so you
Right.
can't even roleplay
Yeah.
her. They're all damsels in distress.
That's how you roleplay.
They are,
I don't find anything. I don't know where it is.
You didn't find anything?
Can I roll on my turn?
Rolled one die and I got a skull. So no.
Yeah.
Can I roll?
Yes. Let's
Okay.
see the 20.
I just want to put them all together. Can somebody move those?
Oh wait,
two
how would you have
skulls?
done this? Because you had
You can't roll this turn. You'd
No,
have to
yeah, that's
roll next turn if Brian
Move?
isn't up to it.
Hey guys.
Brian rolled.
No, yeah, you could have done it. You could have done it.
Never mind. Continue. Oh, I can. Wait, what?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, because you
Okay.
you would have moved, and then searched.
Yeah. Okay. Doop a doop. Wow.
go.
2.
There was one
Alright, we
left.
did
I
it.
just took it off, so
Yeah,
Check items 10 and 11.
Fiona came in and was like, "Did anybody look under the bucket she's sitting on?"
Yeah. What card am I grabbing? 8. I'm
No,
grabbing
10 and
8.
11. 10 and 11.
10.
Heck yeah, we
And
have
11.
items 8, 9, 10, and 11 now.
There's the red one.
This is that-
There's a
Oh,
note.
yeah.
The codes.
The April and May, yeah.
Yeah. Which I think says, yeah, for security seasonal, the codes for the bunker will change every month.
Yeah.
yep. And we picked right on that one.
Because it was supposed to be June. So, all right. All right, we've got the red audio tape. We've got the girl.
All right,
Yep.
We said next is police station, yeah?
let's get out of here.
Yes.
Yep.
Remember, don't tangle in the back room. Because that all we
Correct.
get there is the useless med kit.
Yeah.
Time, Captain. 2 time. All right, so we already have to go ahead and put one of that damage on our current girl. We have 5
fine.
time units, or she
She's
dies.
fine.
Yep.
She's just coughing up blood. She's fine.
That means we have one. That means we only have one time unit in the police station.
Yeah,
Just one.
for sure.
I'll go to break out the Gatling gun.
I think I'll
We're not
go
gonna
to.
Grab the girl.
Somebody's got to grab.
I'll
the girl.
grab the girl.
Someone. Okay, here's the thing. Someone needs to waste a point of ammo either rescuing the girl or getting the minigun.
I think the girl's more important.
I'm gonna get the minigun.
Okay.
Oh, I have the axe, so that way I don't make noise.
Right.
I was gonna
so
help you do it.
use the axe, and then you give me the minigun. Right.
Oh, here's the pink square, by the way.
What's over here, though?
Yeah.
With the cops.
pink-
Didn't the cops
Oh,
have a thing?
shite. The pink square.
Well, yeah, someone.
All right. I'll move here then, because it's not vital that I get the minigun from you. It doesn't take an action, so I'll pick it up.
Right, yeah,
from
because when we
later.
move out, I can just hand it to you.
Well, hold on. I might
that's
go
right,
to the
yeah,
pink
that's right.
square because of my... Oh, wait, no, we don't have a pink square, do we?
Yeah,
You don't have to- yeah, you have 4
I was
pink.
saying
That's
that,
right.
this is where it is. We do get a pink square later on.
Right, okay, okay.
somehow, but-
Where do we get the pink square from? Do you remember?
It was one of the new locations that we visited.
Oh, the axe.
We need
It
it for
was-
both places. All right.
It was either
Yeah.
what's his face in the church, or it was something to do either in the laboratory or...
It was either the laboratory or the bunker. I don't remember which. But
All right. Well,
let's, keep moving.
one of us. So you have bullets, luckily, so you can shoot the handcuffs, and then I'm gonna.
Oh yeah,
Smash
that's right.
into
That's
the
right. I
face.
can just shoot it.
Yeah, because I don't have bullets, so that's
It just-
actually a good thing that I came to this one.
It just makes noise, and we can stand that for now.
Gatling gun acquired.
She starts screaming, and I calm her down, and then pull out my gun and shoot her handcuffs. Don't worry, everything's okay.
14.
We're here to help you.
Here's 1. And here's 14.
Okay. I got the Gatling gun, and
Another
There you
tape.
go. So
Perfect.
let's police station check. Subject H12 C18 Z34.
yeah, actually, this would be okay. So we're at 24. Go ahead and are you searching?
Yes. Sorry, I'm writing notes. I'm being very
Man, I
invested.
totally forgot that this card had nothing on it, because otherwise it would have been like, yeah, no, Cliff, you should have gone over here and help with the search.
Yeah.
But hopefully you can do it, Fiona.
I got it. I think. I
No,
don't.
3.
I needed one more.
And we
Shit.
need those keys, so.
Yeah, we do.
All right, so we have to spend another time unit here. Says what it is. And hope we don't get a 3 on the time captain die, or ugh, this is rough. We could always come back. We could come back for the keys, because the thing is, we need that antidote, or this girl's gonna die. Actually, no, lies. We can put this blue on.
Oh yeah, we have
Yeah,
another
no,
one
it's
now.
two.
That just
No,
bought
no,
us
we
some
can't.
time. Yeah, we can.
It's 2. No, because it's 2 tokens, so one
Oh.
of them will die. We don't have enough people to split it amongst.
Yeah, there's no favorably sharing them out. It just goes out and kills them.
If we left right now, I have 2 questions. If we left right now, if we came back, would the computer reset? So we would have
Yes,
to
but
record?
all of us would
Okay.
just move right to the computer and.
Right.
Okay, and then
Let's-
2, if we make it to the lab, will that give us enough time?
If we leave
Item
now,
13 is needed for the top of the hotel, which is the helicopter that you guys didn't want to use anyways. Let's just get a move on.
that's true.
If we discover we need the helicopter, if that's the real way out, then we go back and do it.
I think we should go to the lab
Yeah.
anyway. I'm just saying,
Yeah, we've got.
if we go to
Right.
the lab, will we have enough time to save at least one of them?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
The
We have to go
the
to the
only
lab
way
to
that-
save them.
Well,
Yeah, the only way that this could fuck up is if we roll a 3 on the time captain die, because that'll put us to 21 time units, and
All right,
then
well, don't fuck
for
up us.
anything that we do.
All
Don't
right,
fuck up.
let's just move to the lab right now
Who wants that?
instead of staying around to search, and then
Who wants that responsibility?
I'll do it. I don't give
and then
up.
someone should have both the tapes so they can play them both.
That's true. I'm really good at using that tape recorder,
yeah.
so you can give
Yeah,
it to
let's
me.
do a trading here. Gatling gun.
You
That's for you, man.
I'll take the tapes. I'm gonna roll it.
appreciate
Here we go. Oh gosh. Okay.
2.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. Oh, all right. Lab. This is location 7. Okay. Oh, we have to fight the.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys do.
I was.
Yeah.
That's kind of
That's
like
true.
when you guys were talking about the tapes. I was like, shouldn't you give me the tape because I am good at searching things and not good at fighting, and someone here has something to do with pistols too. So.
Well, the
I'm gonna-
tapes aren't what the time-sensitive thing is. The antidote, so I can help them fight the zombies. You take care of the getting the antidote.
Which is.
Yeah, it's not at the tape. It's at
Look,
the.
you have the tapes. Go and listen to the tapes.
Well, you
You're
guys
getting
are
the
I
fighting
antidote,
them.
think-
and then we'll
Is
fight.
this
think-
where you find the antidote?
I think the antidote might be in the bunker, actually.
Yeah, I was like, this doesn't look right. So we're fucked anyway.
Oh.
Because I was even thinking, because I was looking at the cards and I was like, yeah, one of these has
No.
information because
Okay.
one of these has the porn mags and one of these has the tapes. The other we have to save the doctor, so we're gonna lose one of the girls.
No. Well, no, wait, no, we're not, because if we can save the doctor, we can push one of the infected tokens on him, so then we can spread it out.
Because he has his own tokens. There's no avoiding passing the tokens out evenly.
No, he counts as a blue.
Yeah,
he's
he
also
counts as a
infected.
blue.
Yeah. He
I
did.
know,
We
but
need to-
he's going to add a third set of tokens. When we hit that thing, we're going to get 3 one has to go to each person. There's no game.
Unless we go to the bunker
we kill
after.
him. We kill the scientist. We don't need him. We already know the code.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. We would spread them
we
evenly,
can
but
spread
the
them.
third
You're
token
right.
would go to him instead of them.
Oh. I
So
didn't think we could
every-
do that. Never mind.
So
Carry
pile
on.
on the
Oh,
zombies is
help
what we
me,
need to
please.
do. Yeah, we need to save the we need to save the doctor.
We need
We're
to
good.
save the doctor to kill the doctor.
So
Okay,
everybody. The point is everybody should be on the zombie space to make
I'll
sure.
be
that
next
we get
to it because I can shoot from over here and not.
Oh,
get
good
hit.
call, good call. And then if we don't need it, you can go ahead and get
Right.
the porno mags. I mean, that's not gonna help, but
No. Well,
At least I don't get hit back. So.
Yeah.
do you
that's true.
here? Do,
Well, yeah,
do
no, we
you
don't-
want to give me the tapes because I'm not good at fighting and you guys are.
Oh yeah, you go to the tapes then.
okay.
Okay. Because
Oh yeah, but
what
this
I
was going to
originally
be
wanted to
that's going to
say.
be a time unit because you guys didn't. give
Oh
the
yeah,
time
so we
units.
have to come back and oh my
I've-
god,
I've got the tapes. So.
we have to come back because it's gonna waste time. So we have to
Alright.
save this doctor and then go immediately to the bunker and immediately back here.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, keep it going here.
Oh my god.
All right, I'll roll.
We're moving
You're
too
gonna-
quickly.
Are you searching this area? Because that's just for the porn mags, and I have the information.
No, he's fighting.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
shooting from over here, so I don't get bit.
All right, I got
Alright.
two hits.
Okay, just you. All right, so
Yeah, so get rid of these ones here.
okay.
And that gives me, and I got a skull, so that's 4. That gives me a damage.
Actually,
Are you
2
shooting
damage
at
because
noise?
there's
Oh,
a life
shite.
token, a life shield.
I'm not used to being hit. I've got a pretty face.
Coming in.
I'll
Ah!
Oh, we're
Oh,
sucking.
Jesus. 2.
All right.
all right.
At least you only take the
Alright,
one
I take
damage from the heart.
I take. Oh yeah, because I have enough resistance.
Mhm.
Yes. So.
All right.
Just 1 damage.
I'm gonna open up from the minigun.
This will take care of it. You only need 1 hit to finish these guys off. No, you'll hit them. As long as you hit, you'll kill them, right?
As long as you hit.
Yeah.
Well, the gun does
Guys,
3 by
are we-
itself.
Are we gonna hit a sound soon?
We're at 4, so try not to make any more noise.
Okay. So
Doesn't the
hit them
Gatling
good,
gun
then.
make noise, or are you gonna just use a?
I'm counting the noise that I just added. We're counting that noise that I just added. A word.
Oh, I see. Because there's a second. Sorry, they were stacked on top of each other. Got it. Okay.
All right, shooting.
Done.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
just
Overkill.
mow them down. No such thing.
Mode down. Take item 20.
That's right on top.
Perfect.
Get behind us, Doc.
We
I
got
don't know,
places to
giving
be.
him to us.
Right, that's 21.
You don't have to move it an extra time, do you?
No, because I forgot to move it for the action that we did of fighting the zombies. So that puts us we're at 21 time units.
We didn't take
After,
an extra time fighting the zombies.
Also,
Every
we
time-
do
so
have
we-
that- do
Because
have
we
that free thing
entered
that
the
we use.
sorry, we
We
entered
just
the lab
got
at
here and
22
took our
time
action.
units. And then we took our action, our first action, that cost us a time unit. So that puts us at 21.
All right, carry on.
Great, we saved him. Let's go to the bunker.
Quick to the bunker.
Wait, are we sure we don't just want to spend the time unit here?
No. Because
Yeah,
not
actually,
getting,
that's a good idea.
no, because it still will hurt us. Oh well, I guess we'll be securing them. Why?
Yeah, we're killing the scientists. 2 to him.
There's nothing.
And
There's
then-
nothing for us here.
Well, okay. Well, if we no,
have to listen to the
there
tape.
is. There's
Yeah,
the
there's
tapes.
the tapes.
Oh, but it costs time
Yeah.
to listen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay,
Yeah, no, we have
let's
to go to the
bunker,
bunker, you're
and
right.
we have to come back.
No, hold on. Let's slow down.
God.
Slow down. No, really, slow down. Because if we're okay with getting the time with the infection spreading and killing the doctor, right? Like we can say that. That's
happen
okay,
anyway.
right?
Yeah.
Once we do that, we then have a bunch more time until the next one.
Right.
So
we
I
need
think
to,
We also have that thing that we won last game that gives us 3 time increments.
does it back
Yes.
us up by 3?
doesn't back us up.
Yes, it gives us 3 bonus time units. So if we really needed it, we could spend it.
At the end of the game, though,
Good
it doesn't help our infected, dying people, though. Does it?
It will. It will slow down the process. Say we use it right now, we would go up to 24.
We
and we
don't
would
want to use it
still
now.
have we would still have time left over.
If
We're
we-
not
if
gonna
we
use it now,
risk-
but
Yeah, exactly. If we risk killing somebody, then we'll go ahead and just break it, and then we'll use it.
Okay, let's
Um,
listen to the tapes here then.
That's what I'm saying.
Now,
I
that
think we should
said,
stay.
Now, okay, so Fiona did not take an action, so her action for this time unit that we fought can be to move.
Right.
So she can, I believe, she can actually listen to the tapes now.
She was already
But
there
she didn't
anyway.
she didn't have the tapes.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah. Okay.
unless I can take them from you, because that's why I moved over here, because you had the tapes and
That's
you
true.
had
She
to
can
find
take them
out
from you.
So
Okay.
I technically would have them.
Yes, she can do that.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll
Little
pop in
intricacies.
I'll pop in red tape number 1.
All right. Hold on, let me
You
pass you the tape.
enjoying this chat? Listening to us quibble about specific time units and.
This is tense, okay?
Well, I think we're all trying to say something really important too, and it's either not coming across correct or
It's just
I don't
there's
know.
lives
This is
on
really
the line,
confusing.
okay?
Yeah, this is the best storytelling we've done.
Yeah.
All right, so
So
red tape,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, red tape. I already grabbed the thing.
April 27th. Oh, wait, hold on. I might have a. Let me see. Here we go.
April 27th, 1992. Subject R14 W13 K23. Despite 5 years of tests and promising beginnings, the subject is not following the curves hoped for. Follow-up will be necessary. June 23rd, 1992. Subject R14 W13 K23. No more hope is to be had for this subject. Its transfer outside the region is to be scheduled. Maybe via the hotel's helipad?
Ooh.
Alright, so that
Right,
cost
and
us a
then-
time.
And then green.
Do we have either of those people? And does that? Oh, that's just
That,
that's
that
the same
was
person.
the thing that we refused to do at the end of the last one.
We don't have them. I looked at my notes. We don't have any of the R's.
All right.
Yeah,
No, that's
we-
the person we
H.
rescued from the bunker that we didn't turn in. That was the one that we.
All right, people are currently coughing up blood. So 2 are going to the scientist, killing him, and then 1 and dies, and then 1 goes to the girl from the police station.
Well, he was okay. He helped.
Will Henry just seems disinterested, as if it's not worth his time to pay attention. Put the next tape in.
We don't have V either.
June 18th, 1992. Subject V15 C12 H14. The subject has excellent predispositions. Its results are quite good. The fact that the subject is an orphan is causing a few issues, however, notably for a family medical history. June 25th, 1992. Subject V15 C12 H14. The subject must be sent back to the bunker immediately. Vital signs seriously impaired.
Was the person we were looking for an orphan?
No, she had parents. I was hired by them, says
Yep.
John Paulson.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
here's the thing. Orphans can have parents. They're adopted.
Good point.
All right, I don't think we need to muddy the waters with that level of.
I'm just saying
Okay,
it's
so-
confusing to my brain.
All right, so I've got V15 is the one that we find in the hotel, and she's the orphan. So therefore, she's not Marcy, right?
We can leave her to die.
Okay. That hurts my soul a
V50
little bit because we have the antidote, and I'm like, want to save everyone, but okay.
If we get the chance, but she's probably not important.
Right. She really isn't. She can.
Yeah, no, they're technically not. Yeah.
We might have to make a hard decision, and not save her. R14 is the one that we find in the bunker.
It's no decision. We
So-
focus on the mission. Yes, turning R14 over to the helicopter would have been the right thing to do, I think, based on this
Despite
information.
5 years of tests, though, she was
Yeah.
kidnapped in June
Oh,
92.
good point.
So I don't think it's her.
No.
Hmm. So, which other one have we not
We haven't-
rescued yet?
It doesn't matter. We
haven't
have the one
found
from the
them.
police and the one from the forest. Those are the only two other subjects we've got.
So so are we saying that we think one of these is Marcy?
Yeah.
I have them written down, and I also have the 2 tapes written down.
All right. Yeah. So the one starting with a V is not it. The one starting with an R is not it. We don't know
Yeah,
whether of the.
B52, 37A, and V42 from the woods, or H12, C18, Z34, which is from the police station.
It's definitely not the V in the woods. So, or the
Yeah.
V in the. Wait, where was the V one?
The B
Hotel.
V was from.
We don't have the V
V52
one.
was from the woods.
Yeah. It's this one that I have
B52,
right now.
Yeah.
So it's one of these two, or another one that it doesn't start with an R. Or
Oh, yeah. There's
You know
there is
what?
maybe there is the possibility that
From-
there's a fifth.
From
person. I mean,
from
we
the
haven't gone
image,
to the
from
river.
the image that we had of Marcy that was given to us, I think it's B52 because their noses are the same.
I have a Well, I think it's the Love Shack lady anyway, but I don't think it has to
Love
do with
Shack.
that.
Well, we'll know soon enough. We gotta go to the bunker and get that antidote.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. We are currently at 19 time units. Who wants to roll the time captain die?
I did it last time. Stick
I did
close. Stick close,
I'll do
woman.
it.
you'll do it? Ah,
2.
2.
We're going somewhere. We're heading to the bunker.
17 time units remain.
We're definitely
the
not letting
bunker.
you roam where she wants to.
All right, so we all have to go here.
quick, put the code in. It's the top
remember
one.
the code,
Remember?
It was
Yep.
78385.
All right. You can now access the cards showing normally without. Okay, so our action for this time unit is going to be to move.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
We're at 16 time units. Wait.
Quick,
Before
grab
we
the
flip,
antidote.
before we flip,
Oh yeah.
you have to
Okay.
Yeah.
move to the
Yeah,
specific
yeah.
spots, right? We can only access these two, correct? All right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Going
Wait a minute.
back and forth.
I'll go wherever there needs to be a person.
I hope the doctor didn't get us the antidote, did he?
No.
No, the doctor-
antidote
the
is
doctor-
here.
Yeah, the scientist, all he did was like cancel out 2 of the codes.
Okay.
All right. If we own key 9, we can free this girl, but we don't care.
And I've got the key on me, but I don't care. I'm going over here because
Well,
I know this is
actually-
where the antidote is.
Oh yeah, we have the antidote. Yeah, exactly. Take item 28. I was gonna say like we could use her as a sacrifice, but
Why don't
I also
I
just
feel like I'm
bad.
lost? Why don't
I-
we care about her?
because she is we listened to the tapes. She's subject R14. She is not the orphan, but she's the one that's been a subject for like the past 5 years. So
Yeah.
she
Okay.
couldn't have been the one that got kidnapped.
That's right. Okay. I just don't
Therefore-
remember where these people are found. You guys do.
All right. So who has item 28 now? Did anyone take the antidote?
I'll get it.
Okay.
Search.
And
Here, take these.
28.
I don't think we need to spend any other time here unless we're planning on calling the chopper.
Which...
And you decided we're not turning anybody over to the chopper, right? Because that would be the wrong thing to do? In which case...
That's what I think.
What is...
Right, I mean, I don't... If we're not planning on calling the chopper right now, right?
Yeah, I know. We can always come back if we have to. We don't even have the keys. We'd have to go back to the police station.
I think the issue is, do we want to tune into a different radio station?
We could, just to see what they say.
I guess if we're here anyway, it doesn't cost any time units, might as well. I mean,
Though in character,
you grab the antidote, I'll operate the radio.
In character, Fiona will ask Will for the key. For her. Fiona's just not going to leave an innocent behind.
Yeah. Well, Brian Walters doesn't feel too good about it either.
Hey, don't worry. We'll unlock her if we have the time.
John Paulson's only interested in Marcy, and that's not Marcy.
Yeah, we'll toss her some cure on the way out.
John Paulson speaks in third person when he's serious.
Focus on the mission.
Which is to find information. At least for me. You two
The mission is Marcy Culligan.
Yeah, and you two can
And that's
find
not her. Stop wasting
and I
time.
don't care. I'm not wasting time. This is an innocent. I'm not just gonna let her be tied up and infected.
Yeah.
Well, give her some of the cure on the way out. I'm not taking any extra time with her.
Agent Bobby's signal is breaking through and confusing him. He's like, but we're not supposed to mess with the time ways. If this would have happened, it's just altering time, isn't it?
Technically not.
We're already altering time. We're supposed to be fixing time, Agent Bobby.
And we're not here to fix her.
But would she have died anyway? And what are the consequences of saving her?
Look,
I can't...
Enough of your hero complexes, okay? We are tasked by the Time Agency to save Marcy. Marcy's the only one that matters.
That's what I'm trying to say!
It's a moot point anyway, because I've got the key, and I'm not handing it over.
Paige will just say, then tell Fiona. I'm kind of with Fiona on this. I hate seeing innocents just being tied up, because this is bullshit. Even if this affects the time, let's be honest, if we succeed in the time stream right now, then it won't affect anything. Because everything will be solved.
Could always use her as a meat shield.
Great, yeah, think like that.
When we get to the helipad, if we, there was the option of tossing someone at the zombies so that we can
Tune into
move
one of
forward.
these radio stations is what we need to do right now.
Yep. Will's just gonna turn away and dial up one of the radio stations at random.
You try this frequency and repeat the same words over and over, hoping to
fuck.
get a response in vain. You immediately
Oh
lose
my
5
God.
time.
Well,
Like,
that-
I'm gonna stand there for 5 time units? I don't care about it. Oh, this game sucks.
While we were
sometimes.
arguing about whether or not to save her, we have to leave now. We don't have time.
Fiona
ridiculous.
crosses her arms and watches Will stand
I
in
guess
front
I
of
have
the
to
radio
stay
and just go,
here.
oh yeah, you didn't want to waste time.
No, I guess, but I have to stay in front of this radio for a long time while it does nothing, and I absolutely don't care about it. Yeah, I guess I'll stay here
Where are we going now?
and do nothing for a whole long time.
You're the one that chose to fiddle around with a totally random frequency.
I guess I have to do it for like an hour now, so we're gonna wait till that's done, and that's
we can
We
argue
could have
about
saved
it.
a random chick and been nice Samaritans, but no, you wanted to listen
now.
to
There's
a radio
no way
frequency.
we're spending an extra time on that. No,
I
let's
agree.
get
Where are we headed?
I don't fucking care. I wanted to save her. I don't fucking care where we go.
She jiggles her handcuffs.
We'll
Oz, I will
toss,
kill you. It's
tosses
already
the key
harder
down on the
for me
ground.
to let her go, but if okay, I think
Will sort of chucks the key at her. Hopefully, when she gets out of her drug-addled state after taking the antidote that we, sort of shove in her throat while we're leaving, she'll be able to unlock herself.
There's nowhere else that we can go other than the river.
I mean,
because everywhere else we have the stuff. We have everything that we kind of needed. Unless you want to go back for, like, extra health kits or med kits or guns, like at the city entrance if you want to get a shotgun.
There
or
are definitely things we have not done yet.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, we don't know which one of these two is, like, wasn't in the laboratory, wasn't there stuff that we needed items to open other stuff? Like the pink square.
That wasn't in the laboratory, was it?
I don't know if it was in the laboratory or not, but I'm just thinking...
We were just in the laboratory.
I know that there are places that we haven't been. That's all I'm trying to think about right now.
Yeah.
Not that we necessarily have time to go to those places, but... But I think we do have time to go to at least another place. It's just, where would that be? And
here's the thing. Is it vital to get somebody on the chopper? Is that how we win? That's the genre-appropriate way to end the mission success.
Yeah.
But, we decided that we weren't going to do the chopper last time. So, if we are going to do the chopper, we can stick around for another turn and call in the helicopter instead of, like, flipping other things to randomly lose huge chunks of time.
Palmer in chat reminds us the pink square was how we called the chopper.
Yes.
Thank you, Palmer.
If we flip over the sort of bluish gray thing with 2 dots on the side, we'll get the pink square. And that's how the chopper will be available.
I don't think that that's how it's going to happen. That's just my gut tells me that. I don't...
Here's another thing. If we get that pink square, we can go to the police station and see what that opens.
It's probably another chance to get to the helicopter.
Maybe. It might be like a flare or something. Or that rocket. But I swear that was at the high school.
I think we need to decide right now, one way or another, are we going to do the chopper route or not?
Let's take a vote. And Oz doesn't get to vote. It's just among the 3 of us. I think... I don't trust the chopper. I don't... out of character, it doesn't feel to me like that's the way it would go. Because it feels to me that you would go to the river and that would lead you to another location and that something would happen there. And there would be some sort of encounter. In character, I've already expressed, I guess, that he doesn't trust what's going on there. I feel like there's some sort of weird military connection and they would be connected to this whole thing and they would want her, and I don't know. My vote is not to the chopper, but instead we should be headed to the river. And the question is whether or not we go somewhere else and get something or do something before we head to the river. That's my piece. Now you guys get to decide amongst yourselves whether you both want to go to the chopper or not.
I'm gonna toss my vote towards the chopper because it's it fits the genre of the zombie thing, and that's basically what we're doing. Like, it's typically like you get away in the chopper at the end of it's kind of a trope, and everything is kind of fitting tropes pretty well here with lots of like intertextual references. So I'm going to, from a metagaming approach, and because I'm a secret time agent and I can think like that, I'm going to toss my vote in there. So, Paige, you get the decisive vote.
So some extra pieces of information to make it even trickier for Paige is that yes, Cool does remind us that the military base is supposed to, like, the river is supposed to lead us to the military base. Also, is that true, Supplus? Matt, is that true that it's actually a Russian helicopter, or is he just saying that?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe there was a hammer and sickle next to it on the, like, printed on the
I doubt it.
I don't think so, though.
I don't see the problem of calling it right now. It'll get us a
problem is it costs
square.
us a time point.
Yeah, but let me finish. I don't think it's gonna really matter if we call it right now. If we do, great. We'll have that pink square. We'll have the opportunity to use the helicopter if needed. Yes, it costs us 1 time, but I mean, we've already kind of wasted
Actually, it
time
doesn't.
here anyway.
It wouldn't cost us time. I don't remember it costing us time.
Oh, okay.
Because we're already
still-
on the
And
thing.
then,
Yeah, we still have
Policy is
one person
powerless
who
to do
can tune into a radio station. So
and
Yeah,
then,
so-
and then I think that right
no
after we
reason
should
for
go to the
debate.
river
We do it
because I don't know. It's we can call it and then not even use it.
Helicopter incoming.
yeah. So you want to go to
Great.
the river? Is your choice? Is what you're saying?
I think so because there's nothing else that I can think of other than going to the hotel and grabbing those med kits. Because
Right,
other
decision
than that,
made. Off to the
there's
river.
nothing
Let's
else.
go.
All right, let's do it.
River.
I'll be right back
Only
while you
time
guys head
capsule,
there.
right?
Give me just a sec.
2 time units. That puts us at 9 time units remaining. River. All right, there's several question mark cards. Flip over this card to learn how to proceed. You end up on the shore of a small river. A boat is tied solidly to a tree. You can climb into the boat and untie it. If you have an axe, you untie it automatically. Otherwise, you can place one of your ammunition on Codex 1. We've got an axe, so...
Nice.
Once in the boat, you cannot leave until you reach card F.
Oh, so
Shuffle
we're like
this-
going down the river.
Yeah. Shuffle the 6 question mark cards, then place 4 face down randomly on spaces B through E. Set the others aside, and then place F normally. If you own a gas can, we take 1 yellow. If the fisherman is with you, we take 2 yellow. Then all agents go to space B, flip over and resolve this card. Only then do you move on to the next one, and so on until we reach space F, and we have to count time unit normally on those spaces. So... Oh, let's go ahead and stack all of these and shuffle.
A gas can and a fisherman.
The fisherman we could have gotten from the high school.
Oh, I don't remember
Toss
that guy.
and toss. All right.
That was so confusing, but I'll let you do you.
They're basically like random encounters.
Oh shit!
If you don't do anything, you'll go over a waterfall whose roar is coming ever closer. You can discard a yellow. If you don't, all occupants of the boat lose 1 life.
And we don't have any of the yellows.
Ah! Oh, my knee!
Ah, fudge!
Ah!
I've got 1 health thing left. You guys mind if I
Yeah, here, have a med kit.
Alright,
All right,
thanks.
gets you 2 back.
Yeah.
All right. So, next time unit to move.
Oh god.
Rolling.
At this point, it's no longer a river, but a true maze. You can discard a yellow. If you don't, you immediately lose 3 time.
We immediately lose 3.
Okay.
Oh my
Then
gosh.
count another time to move us over.
Okay, so we're at 4.
Uh-oh, rapids. How can you get out of here while minimizing damages? You can discard a yellow. If you don't, lose half of the team's health kits and ammunition. Round in your favor.
Wow. Okay, so I lose 2 ammunition.
Wait, all of the team or
Yeah,
like
everyone.
The
all
team,
of us?
yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I have 1 health kit. How many? Yeah, like what do we have total?
I have 6 ammo and 3 health kits.
I have 5.
I have an
ammo.
extra health kit as well. So
I think you just have to lose 1 health kit total because you get to round in our favor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Paige, you get to toss in 3 of your ammo.
Oh, I
well,
know.
between her and me, we have 4. So we have to
Is
toss
it
2.
calculated that way, or do you go around it?
Yeah, we lose 2. Unless I
Recommend
spend my... I should have spent it, but I didn't.
We don't have a yellow thing to spend, do we?
No.
No, I meant spend my health kit. I need to spend my health kit anyway.
Spend it so we don't,
Actually, I don't
lose it
need to
otherwise.
spend it. Right.
Yeah, spend the med kits anyway, because we spend the med kits right before we toss them in. If we can do that, at least get some.
Ah,
health back.
jeez. All right. Next. Slide on over for another time unit. We're at 3 time units.
Shut, son of a bitch.
The boat peacefully continues going down the river, but as you're taking advantage of this quiet to relax a bit, an enormous water snake that seems to have suffered a few mutations surges from the river and attacks you
Because
with
why
its
not?
5 heads.
Why wouldn't there be a mutated snake in the river?
You can discard a yellow. If you don't, we have to fight this snake. There's 3 life shields on it.
Jesus.
So, mental note, get the fisherman.
Get the fisherman, get the gas can.
Holy balls.
Fine. It's like we entered in Bloodborne territory. Jesus. I'm having flashbacks for
There's a snake in my
Oh God!
Yeah, Fiona just
All right.
screams.
Gatling gun the shit out of this thing.
Yeah, please.
I've got a pretty low health though, so I think maybe I don't want to start.
Fine.
Do you want to start this dance and maybe chop a
off
head
their
off it?
heads, yeah.
Good.
Nice.
+1.
I got an extra. Yeah, plus
Yep,
1.
so that's enough to
I got
get
rid of all
the.
Yeah, got rid of all the health things. So I'm just like, bah, bah. I'm like, just jam my axe into the mouth of one viper and then into the another, and just like, bah.
Definitely.
There we go. Now I'm gonna warm up the minigun and pour it on.
I do take 1 damage. Shit.
And I'm gonna
job.
peel 4 shields off of there,
Nice.
Well, better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
and I take
Yep.
damage.
I'll roll 2.
These things are monstrous.
Take this, you snake!
I'm gonna die of a heart attack anyway.
I got 3 off
2?
of that bastard.
3?
Yep.
All right.
How many you got left?
Yeah.
3? I didn't take any damage.
3.
Woo!
I will roll. I
1.
shot it once.
All right.
What's your defense? Oh, it's probably
Uh,
at least a
I
2.
believe it's a 2.
Then you have 2 shields here, but you rolled a skull, so that's 3. So you do take a damage.
I'm down to 1. I'm gonna use a med kit. So I'm gonna keep my anywhere.
Okay. Now we have to spend a time unit to fight this thing more. So we're at 2 time units left. I'll finish this off.
So confident.
So you say. Yeah.
2. Done.
Nice. Nice.
Chopped off its last
All right.
head.
Mm-hmm.
Slayed the Hydra.
Spending
Even
the
though you
next
should
time unit
chop
to
off the
move. You arrive at an abandoned military base. In the middle of the complex, you spot a helipad, the perfect spot to land a chopper in this forested region. Well, perfect if you managed to call for help previously. If you have the token shown
Oh,
here,
good.
immediately open location 10 without any time captain die roll or street card resolution. Otherwise, choose another location and move normally.
Okay. Well,
So basically, all of this was garbage because we could have just gone to the hotel.
Yay! Garbage!
Going to the helicopter was the whole point of the thing anyway.
Alright.
One criticism I have of this
you
game
get
is
enough-
like,
yeah.
you should be able to walk into a game with like some idea of
Mhm.
what your objective is, so you don't actively avoid it.
Yeah. But you do get 2 I told you so points this game.
Well, just be thankful. I was like, well, we're here now. Let's just call it, whatever, just in case.
Yeah,
I think we sacrifice one of these 2 and then feed the other one to the doc.
So wait, okay, before we do anything of that, then who do we think is Marcy? I think it's the one that Oz has right now, because they look very similar. Subject B52.
Yep.
Sounds as good as any other criteria I could think of, which is none.
All right.
So better.
Codename Rock Lobster.
All right, we're tossing. Gets
That's
eaten. So
horrible.
now we take the gray token. We're able to move here, and that ends it because that is our 0 time unit.
No, we can use the
Unless we use our
Oh
thing.
yes, we can.
I think we
Break-
should, just because it's getting towards the end of the game and it's getting late.
Yeah.
Yep. Spend the thing.
All right, that gives us 3 more time units.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Roll dice like a mofo.
I'm gonna need that last med kit if you don't mind. Otherwise, I might keel over and cost us more time.
Oh yeah, here. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I think I have a heart attack coming on. I'm gonna need. Give me some of that medicine.
That's the last medkit we have, guys. So yeah, tension is real.
I know, but
Don't die.
I know.
let's set up
I
these
know.
shields.
I just have a feeling I'm gonna have a heart attack if I don't do something about it.
Yeah, no, I get it. I have
Oh,
a feeling
we
every day
also
of my
have.
life.
Wait, stop. We also have this capsule. This gets rid of all of the things on a test. Oh, we should have used this on the Cobra. Forgot to
what?
mention that. We could use it on this. This gets rid of all the shields on a test, so we
Oh.
just auto win.
Yeah. Well, then
Oh.
for sure we do it.
Fuck it, use
Go
it.
for it. Yeah.
This is the
All
end,
right,
my friend.
one-time units to advance.
Fuck this.
Reveal. Reveal this one.
What, this one?
Yep. Your ass was getting burned, guys. Come on, give us the girl.
Fine, we'll do it this time.
Yeah,
He looks
I mean, we have to.
confused, and then.
All right. So we're giving them
Yeah.
the girl that we found in the forest, subject B52.
Yep.
All right. Then reveal the locked card.
She's as big as a whale, and she's about to
the
set
fuck?
sail.
The helicopter starts to take off as a new horde of undead surges from all sides. You barely have the time to see the co-pilot pull out a DNA scanner to check the identity of the young woman. Take item 24 to see what he discovers.
Okay.
If the right
Oh,
girl has
shit.
been saved, we reveal blue. If the right girl did not get on board, we reveal black.
Oh god, here it
Well,
comes.
I'm nervous
I'm so
now.
nervous.
With the scanner, you can check the identity of a patient. To do this, place the top of the patient's card adjacent to the bottom of the scanner. If the DNA matches exactly, then you've found Marcy.
Oh shit, that's clever.
We did it!
did!
We got her.
Yeah!
Hold on, line that up again, so I can show the chat. We did it.
We did it!
It matches.
I was right, because
You
her
were
nose
right.
matches. It's her nose. The one thing that I learned from
nose
forensics in
knows.
my own family: if your nose matches, you're related.
I feel like there was another
Nice.
reason that the rest of us chose her.
I just think,
but we'll go with
it
the
was her
nose
nose.
thing.
It's her nose.
I didn't have anything else, so yeah, we were able to narrow it down. So good job.
Great. Let's
And
use
good
the last
work.
card.
Good work. Failing to turn in the wrong girl that one time. So
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I
told you.
totally thought it was the wrong thing to do. So
It's the
balance,
I told you, you gotta trust your gut. I learned
it
that.
balances out. Yeah, it balances out the I told you so. I got in. So
As a helicopter gains altitude, you wonder how the Army can have in their possession a DNA scanner in 1992.
What the fudge?
The co-pilot, by the window, flashes an OK sign at you, while also giving you an enigmatic wink. He still has enough time to shout at you. Perfect, guys. As for the rest of you, the orders were clear. Take the girl only. Have fun. The helicopter flies away. There's little hope left for your receptacles and the survivors of Rhineland. Transfer. Read the card. Mission successful.
Nice.
Hell yeah. But we have this not good at succeeding a mission.
Oh,
card
yeah.
Also.
But first, all right, we need to give all of our receptacles the final hurrah
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
zombies swarm us.
We need a role play either because it says that we've like survive. So I would imagine we're down at like the street entrance, leaving the city or some shit.
no,
You
it
know.
said there's little hope for our character's survival. So we're basically
Yeah.
all gonna die from the zombies that surged. Yeah, I'll start.
right.
Will Henry turns. All right, come get some. He raises the Gatling gun to go and shoot them, and then, oh no, and he drops the gun, clutches his shoulder, and falls dead from a heart attack, unable to pour in the fire, and the zombies surge over him and past to get through the open flank that the team was counting on him to hold down with the Gatling gun.
This is the end, guys. This is it. We're not making it out of this one alive.
They used us. They used us. Good. Why did they do that?
We're the best.
Ah!
The only thing we've got left to do is to make our stand and not go down and without fighting.
Damn it. At least I did what I was paid to do and saved Marcy. Come at me! And he just like holds his stance with his axe and starts swinging wildly. Heads are coming off, limbs are coming off, but it's too much, and he's overwhelmed, and he just starts getting and you just start seeing the blood pool underneath the zombies. His guts and entrails and body parts are just thrown about and then snatched by other zombies to be munched on.
That was gruesome.
You know that scene from Shaun of the Dead? Yeah, that part.
Walters comes takes Fiona's hand and says, and it spins her around and goes back to back with her and puts his gun up and says, "If I'm gonna go out, I'm glad it was with you."
Aww. Yeah, Fiona's she's visibly shaking. She kind of swallows a bit and she nods and she goes, "Ditto," and cocks her gun.
And swallows hard and then starts firing all the bullets he has, hoping that they take him before he runs out.
And fade out.
And one of the last things that's seen is the sun setting and the zombies are through the town. Is the one person out of the group that didn't end up getting torn apart because he fell over dead first. Will Henry gets back up,
and through the carnage and the smoke as their bodies fall, you see Brian Walters clutching the hand of Fiona and a tear rolling down his cheek.
Aww.
The hand is no longer attached to her body.
The zombie's just eating it.
Oh, no.
And then in the most anticlimactic way, we get sucked back into our time capsules.
That's what happens to them after we're like pulled out. We don't actually witness that ourselves.
They're all very confused because suddenly where am I?
Right? What a way to wake up.
Yeah.
The image of the helicopter leaving the city is still fresh in your memory. You slowly regain consciousness and see Bob greeting you, almost enthusiastically.
Aw.
Hey, smiling.
I've never seen you smile before, Bob.
He smiled like that last time, remember?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, it was almost enthusiastic.
Yeah. Maybe he's hiding
Go
it.
ahead.
All right. Welcome back, gang. Marcy saved, and this mission is a complete success. Good work. I just heard that you met Rozovsky on location. What a guy Razky is. Haven't seen his face in ages. All right, you can now evaluate your performance.
Take item 31.
Take item 31.
That Razky.
That Razky.
What a kidder.
All right.
Whoa.
Item 31. Or let's put it over here so you can.
Right, here we go.
Okay.
It was our third
You
run.
score you score the following points based depending on your performance in Rhineland. The third run is 30 points, and then add 1 mission point for each remaining time. We had 2, so that's 32. You then receive beacons depending on the points scored. 32. We get 1 pink and 1 blue, so we actually get the ones that we spent back.
Yay.
Yay.
You did good.
These saved us.
They did, and
They really
super
did.
useful.
Congratulations. Your careers as agents have made huge advances, and you're now ready to undergo your third mission. 7,553 AT, the Prophecy of Dragons.
Oh my god.
That sounds so awesome.
That sounds like it's way in the future.
The future.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was good, guys. That was intense, and
God,
I
this whole game was
feel like we
stressful.
actually
need a
succeeded
shower.
this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did well. It took everything we had. I honestly, I got a little frustrated with the game. That like 5-point thing on the radio was kind of a BS moment. There were a couple of others. I hope there are fewer wrinkles like that in future missions.
Yeah, there's always a couple of tricks, right? So you have to. Once you know them, you know not to do them again. So, but yeah, there are tricks.
I just thought like when we were at the hotel and everything like that, like that whole part was BS where it was like, and immediately go to the helicopter, because like.
Yeah, that was obnoxious.
It doesn't explain how the characters got in the elevator, for example, or climbed up the stairs. That took time. We were also locked in combat, where game rules, you can't really do anything. It just didn't make sense to immediately go to the roof and be like, "And we're here." Like,
I totally feel you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my other critique is that we didn't know the objective to win. So
yeah, we just know we had to save Marcy, but we didn't know what saving Marcy meant. Like they never told us to deliver them to a.
But it's really So that was the only thing that confused me. It didn't really bother me that they sent us, like, when you open the door, the helicopter comes down, because think about it. What would happen? You'd give her the wrong person, and then you'd fail the mission, and that sucks because you would have failed maybe prematurely and before your time ran out. But you'd fail the mission and you just go and do it again. Now knowing not to do that next time until you know. You know, like that's part of the way the game is supposed to be played, is you are going to fail.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
So that didn't bother me.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
it is okay to fail.
The Radio Freeze question, are we going to be doing Mission 3 on this? It was originally going to be a 3-parter, but we've done 3 parts.
So that's a good question.
I think we could count on any mission probably taking 2 sessions.
I think not that I want to necessarily feel like we have to be pressured to answer this question right away, because we like to figure it out. But I'm okay with doing another one. I don't think, like, if we're talking behind the scenes kind of stuff, I don't think Oz or Cliff, either of the 3 of us, have had any. I don't think we've come up with another game that we want to play yet. I think we
usually don't around this time. It's still kind of early.
Yeah, because it's also early in the month, so it would be middle to late next month anyway before we had another game.
I think if we can get Paige back, I would love to continue on to the next one, whether it's going to be our very next episode for Once Upon a Tabletop or another one in the fairly near future.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
My goal was always to, at some point, return and do Prophecy of Dragons. We don't necessarily have to make it our next episode, but we can make it our next episode, and that way we can just leave it. Like, we can just keep doing this until, like, we're done.
Well, I suppose we need to, know if Paige even wants to come back.
I'm all for it.
Oh, awesome.
I don't have a life, so...
Oh, well, you didn't have to make it sad, Paige. It could have been because you liked us.
Well, plus, let me
if you had literally anybody else to hang out with, then you wouldn't be here. But, okay.
If I had like an actual life, I would make room and time to play this, because I absolutely love this game.
Thanks. Also, besides, some of the bleed of the personalities that get picked up from the receptacles bleeds through into the time agents, and there's a budding romance building between Agent Bobby and Agent Paige. So
yeah, there's this awkward moment where they come back and Agent Paige is just a little flustered whenever she's near him.
Yeah. Flummoxed. Sorry, I think that's a funny word.
Hardcore crushing on a cannibal. That's okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Maybe he's over it.
All right, so I think we need to say definitively we're going to do this again, probably next month, but maybe a different month.
Yeah. I'm 90% there, unless we suddenly realize there's something else we need to do ahead of time. But let's just lock it in. Let's not keep people suspensed.
Yeah, let's do it. I agree.
We'll do it next time.
Pending.
Yeah.
Hey, can I flip the table?
I think you've earned the right.
Let me switch it.
That was extremely loud on my end.
we missed the table flip. Hold on.
Oh,
yeah, I was trying to switch back to the game really fast.
Rewinded time.
All right, there you go.
All right, sorry.
We are time agents.
Can I flip
after
the table?
all. Do it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us for Once Upon a Tabletop. Thank you especially to everyone who donated and defeated the stream boss and helped us spin that wheel. It was a blast. And I really am glad we've been playing this game through, and it makes a strong argument, in my opinion, a strong case for exploring some legacy style games more in the future as well. So because I've really enjoyed that aspect of this, is that we keep coming back. It's a fun game in and of itself, of course, but I really also enjoyed that coming back to it. So
one thing I also enjoyed a lot with this one was how many of the wheel options didn't relate to the game mechanics, but related to the roleplay. I wonder if we might make that the primary
that's
choice
always
for the wheel, because it was always frustrating when it would like mess with the gameplay, but it was always cool when we got something that explored our characters more.
Yeah, we should consider that more weighted that way. There's always stuff on the wheel that is just purely roleplay stuff, but I think it was fortuitous. It was just accidental almost that it got weighted that way on this game, because most of the games that we play have a lot more mechanical things that we can throw in, so they end up being a larger percentage of the wheel choices. And in this game, there just weren't as many that you could do.
I think that result was actually better, and that's what I prefer, even for the games that we might have more mechanical ideas, to instead weight it more heavily on the roleplay side.
I think I agree with you. I think I really enjoyed that. So
I think
but maybe
I haven't.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Just to finish my thought, but maybe the mechanical ones that we do need to be picked really carefully and be big, impactful ones that are dramatic, that are going to dramatically affect the game, rather than just kind of like in a nuisance way.
Agreed.
Continue, Paige. I'm sorry.
From the games that I have played on Once Upon a Tabletop and the ones I've seen, which is not much, sorry, but I think it depends on the game that you choose. Say like House on the Hill type of thing. I think that role-playing segment would be more wanted, because that's games kind of like this, and even almost like this. Sometimes you have time limits and shit, but those are characters that you can really explore and stuff like that, and continue heavy role-playing and have that role-play be on the wheel. And then you could have, say, I don't know, you play fucking Uno or some shit. And
the thing is,
I feel like punishments on the ruler or on the wheel.
Well, we would never play Uno on this show, because there's nothing to really roleplay.
Well, the thing is, though, like what you're saying, like the first thing you described, like that's what our show is all about.
Yeah.
And the other side of things, the game with no theme, or it's all about the gameplay mechanics, is exactly not what this show is.
Yeah, so, but it's kind of like, if you go back to Life, when we played Life, and we did have roleplay stuff on the wheel and everything.
That was actually all roleplay.
Yeah.
That entire wheel was roleplay. That one was more of like a wheel of unfortunate events.
Yeah, it was.
But like Mansions of Madness and Dead of Winter, I felt like those games had a balance between game mechanic things as well as roleplay stuff. But I could see why we would want to start leaning more towards the roleplay side of things.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah. That's my 2 cents.
I agree. Well, we're gonna, I think, head out and call it a night. And thank you guys again for hanging out with us. Thank you, Oz and Cliff and Paige, for playing. And
anytime.
We will see you guys. We have not scheduled the next game, but of course it'll be next month, and you'll see it on the schedule.
Do we want to do plugs before you cut us off?
Yeah, I always cut people off before they get a chance to plug. So please go ahead, Paige. You go first.
Oh, okay. Well, to make it short and sweet, come here tomorrow, same time, same bat channel, same bat place.
Absolutely.
I will be playing Night Witches with Scrim and Cassie, and I believe her real name's Sabrina. I'm sorry if you're watching. I'm not good with names.
It's Sabrina.
Yeah, I'm not good with names.
And you
But,
should watch Night Witches because
do it.
it's National Women's Month and it's an all-female cast.
Yep.
And
It takes place in way long ago in real history. Night Witches were actually like a Russian pilot group that bombed Nazis. So, you know, do that. I also do Join the Anarchy every other Monday, which was this week. If you missed it, you can see it here on this channel and or YouTube when it comes up. There is also Shattered Isles this Saturday at 5 p.m., which you can watch me play Thomas, a very awesome wizard man. It's great. Other than that, if you want to support me and you like me as a person, you can go on my Instagram, which I don't have the link because I'm terrible, but you can go on Instagram at the Ram Queen with 2 N's and see all my artwork and go, wow, she's great, or wow, she sucks. And you can buy that sucky art piece that you like. Or you could buy an art piece that you absolutely love. Or you could message me there and or on Discord, which you should also join our Discord for Shadowcasters Network. You can message me and say, hey, I want a drawing of a frog with human legs, and I will do it. That's my...
I want to
think
draw
that's
you
it.
a frog with human legs.
I have a wife who would love a drawing of a frog with human legs.
DM me. I'll make it happen.
My people will call your people.
Yeah.
Great. I think that's all my plugs.
Well,
I have
I've
a
already
lot of
plugged my
games,
new
so.
I've already plugged my new podcast earlier, so I'll just remind people it's called JBYC. You can search for it in places, and it's on YouTube as well.
I'll plug a podcast of mine, one of my endeavors that maybe has some of the lowest traffic of what I've done. So we've got a bit of a following, but I'd like to see more people maybe tune in and check out the Legends of Earth Dawn pod, which is an Earth Dawn actual play podcast with some really awesome people role-playing. And one of them is actually the line editor of Earth Dawn. Yeah, the guy who's in charge of basically like getting all the freelancers to write stuff and compile it, and basically the Jason Hardy of Earth Dawn, so to speak, though. And he's been having a lot of fun with it, blogging about his characters. Stuff's getting written into canon, though I can't say more than that in some like little ways. But
awesome.
It's a really fun campaign. I've been game mastering it and doing a really fun, doing a pretty good job of it, I think. That said, my aesthetic for actual plays is to not shy away from talking about the mechanics. So there's a fair bit of that in there. I'm not one of the podcasters that like edits that out and just cuts right down to the story because I take the game mechanic aspect of it too. So yeah, check that out. Legends of Earth Dawn. Just search it up on any podcatcher searcher thingy and you'll find it. There's a good chunk of episodes out there now, and there's a lot more that's been recorded, and we're still doing it. So
Yeah.
check it out, spread the word.
And then see, for my plugs, join the Anarchy, interactive and improvised Shadowrun Anarchy actual play here live on Twitch every other Monday. Paige is also on it as one of our players. I'm the game master. In addition to that, make sure that you check out Radio Free Detroit, which is a little thing I voice act on. That's a spin-off show of our show, and is done by Palmer in chat. So, yeah. I'm sure I'll have other things to plug throughout the future, but for now, I think those are my two big things to point out.
Teasing that
Throughout
Yeah.
Two
the
times
future.
I've been on a show. You teased this, and I'm interested.
I have a thing coming up. You know what? I could probably say it, right? Because I already now know that it's actually for legit happening. I am doing an actual play of The Sprawl, a cyberpunk RPG. So a second cyberpunk RPG.
Nice.
Except this one is no urban fantasy elements. It's just all straight cyberpunk. And that's going to be May 11th is going to be our premiere date for that. So I've got several awesome players, all of them new to the network. So
Nice.
they're all I'm very excited. I'm very excited to just keep bringing in new cast members so that we can like make sure that every show that we do has like the best possible cast fit for those shows. Not saying that none of you would have been good for it, but I need to meet new people.
Tell me how you really feel. Alex.
Yeah, I thought I was playing in that one, but I've got lots of stuff to do, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I was like, because I had all this other interest as well from other people, and I'm like, do I offer it to Cliff or do I try and bring in new people? Do I offer it to people I already play with, or do I offer it to new people? So I'm like, I'm gonna take a chance over here. And we actually had our first session 0, and everybody was like flipping out of like how awesome and excited they are. So there's lots of enthusiasm amongst the group, and we're really, really excited to bring it
That's awesome.
to the table. So I'll give more details as we move down the month.
All right. Well, again, thank you guys, and we will see you next time. And later in this week on Thursday, we're doing World of Warcraft. If you like watching that, we're raiding. So, but definitely come back tomorrow night and watch Night Witches.
Do it.
See you
We're
guys.
probably gonna die.
Bye, chummers.
We're raiding the Bubbernut.
Okay. Are you doing it? Good. Okay.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Night, guys.
Bye.